go for round two. He's going to go for the knock. Goes for the roll now. And he's spotted Sivio. Looks for the clip, but he's not going to be able to get it. Jumps out instead, but goes down.
Moving forward, trying to get a better position using the smoke's advantage. Strikes straight in.
But instead, but goes down. Now it's just Portal alive. Poor Soul in a 1v1, but he cannot do it.
Hello everyone, and once again welcome back to PMCO 2020 Spring Split Wildcard Regional Finals, and that was just a sneak peek that you got of us a couple of seconds earlier, because we know you were waiting for us to be here back again.
We thought we'll come a few seconds earlier just to show you, yes, we are still out here, and just like we are here, incredible teams are going to be out here as well in the wildcard scenario, because today, if I'm not wrong, it's going to be B versus C, and
Team Gravity is back, baby.
Yes, baby. But who's the baby?
Team Gravity.
All right, baby. So Team Gravity is going to be back, and the major thing is we'll have to see, because the team has had an incredible domination in its matches previously, when it was A versus B, and also in A versus B in Group A there was Team Famous as well, but now Famous is not playing as Group. It's Group B versus C. So we'll have to see what happens and how the points table and all we know the point schedule as the point markings and all those things, but the major factor comes if a team loses an early match and then they have to recuperate with all their points and all those things, the comebacks and all. We have seen, like, as you guys will be knowing, while before wildcards, South Asia and Pakistan, South Asia and India were happening. Pakistan is going on right now in the next segment. But then all those things, in all those scenarios, we have seen like teams with comebacks. You remember DE was an incredible team out there in South Asia. They had an impressive comeback.
Let's tell that story. So what happened over there was, there's a team sitting on the 5th spot. There is another team sitting on the 7th spot. And if you are climbing and qualifying, you would expect the team on the 6th to trade the place with the 7th, but that did not happen. They just jumped up 3 spots. And to do that, you need to have amazing performances, because in that last game that we are referring to from the South Asia PMCO Finals, the teams got 20 kills. Deadeye guys got 20 kills and a chicken dinner. So 40-point play coming in. And if you have performances like that, climbing, I think even from the last spot is going to be easy if you get like 3 or 4 matches like that. But before that, let's have a look at the overall schedule and overall standings and see how things are going with the teams, because Gravity, they haven't played that many games till now. It's just the 4 that they played on the first day, and still sitting at 79 points. Climbing to the first position is going to be a little harder for them, but they can go for at least the top 4 traded out with LordNepal, or either trade with WatchMyGP.
Just look at this. The team that is at the first position, they have 4 chicken dinners for their bank. Like that bank is a lot. Like, they have played 8 games, and 50% is their win ratio in all of that. And then we have NoChance, WatchMyGP, LordNepal, WMGxCloud, No Mercy, Team Gravity, and Savage Hunter. But still, the number of kills that Famous has, that is the points for Savage Hunter, the total points. So that the difference, as you can see, 69 out there, that's a lot.
Yeah, that is definitely going to be a lot. But moving on, Wolf Squad on the 9th spot, for Angry on the 10th. NoChance is going to be taking the 11th. Swanky Gaming on the 12th. MT is going to be 13th. Imperial GG on the 14th position. 15th position being taken by Pain Gaming. And Dream Team is going to be on the 16th spot. And these teams are also pretty much secure, but now 17 to 24, this is where the trouble begins. Good Boys on the 17th, WayToConq, just the 3-man squad coming in, 18th position till now. So for them, the way they are playing and the way their entire team is, it's just 3 people. So even sitting on 18th is actually pretty good for them. I think if they go a little bit more passive, if they are careful during their games, they can actually make it into the top 16 and say a little bit in a safer place. But moving on, Zero Death on the 19th, Team SYG on the 20th position, ZeusEsport on the 21st, Exodus on the 22nd, Team Harsh on the 23rd, and Andromeda on the 24th position. And from here on out is going to be the section of death, basically, because Mysterios on the 25th, Rogue Nation on the 26th, Friendly Fire on the 27th, and BlackTeam on the 28th, Cast on the 29th, GoodFellows 30th, and Vengeance 31st position.
Right, so we see 4 different quarters, all right?
Yeah.
You said that this is the quarter of death, if
Yeah.
anything. I'll just say, all right, the top 8 is the white circle.
Yeah.
The 9 to 16 is the blue circle. The next one is people who are bandaging and heal battling in their blue circle, and the final is blue circle with the red zone and people need to heal battle like that. That is the total scenario.
Yeah, red zone without any buildings or anything. You're just out in the open.
That's bad. That's bad. That's bad. But then these are the points that actually, come into the calculation when teams with their positions and placement points come into the play. As the first position, you guys know the drill. It gives you 20 points. 14 for the second, 10, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 out till the 10th position. 11th and 16 give you 1, and so is for the kill points. I mean, the major thing about kill points is you can have an 11 to 16 position with just 1 point, but if you have 9 kills or 8 kills or 7 kills, that just directly lands you to 6th or 7th position sometimes, and that is a huge jump when you talk about the overall stuff and when the overall calculations come in handy. So if anything, I think the 1 kill 1 point is it's a really big deal if you look about it.
It is definitely a big deal. It forces the teams to be a little bit more aggressive. But talking about aggression, let's look at the schedule for the day and see how the teams are going to look to play this one out. We start off with Erangel. Then, moving on, instead of Sanok, we are going to have Vikendi, and the third match is going to be on Miramar. And like in a classic fashion, Erangel in the beginning, Erangel in the end. Because from where you start, you have to end at the same point. It is going to be a complete circle.
Exactly, like the complete circle that just comes. What goes around comes around. That what starts in Erangel ends in Erangel. What stays in Erangel stays in Erangel. I don't know. But what's
it's Erangel, not Vegas.
but then my bet's on Team Gravity if anything. But then, all right. So today, like, there is no Sanok for the team. So that's like one of the things. And some teams are really good and players are really good out there. You can see ZeusEsport, Andromeda, GoodFellows, BlackTeam MGL, Pain Gaming, Team Casting Gravity, and Mysterious. Those are some really good names on the screen, ladies and gentlemen. And then what I'm much more excited is about Group C, or if anything, like, because these are the names that Gravity, Andromeda, ZeusEsports,
You said your bet is going to be on Team Gravity from Group B. I'd actually go with this team, Exodus. So since another player came in, Kusle was the guy. That single player is so aggressive, and now I think after the break that this team has had, they would have figured out a way to play around him. So that is going to be an amazing performance coming in, but there are definitely other strong teams as well. And the teams in the blue-red zone combined together, sort of a situation like teams like Vengeance, they will be looking to make that hard push because the time is still not gone. You still have 3 more days to play. So if on your game days you actually put up an amazing performance like the performance we talked about from the side of DE, if you have like 2 games from of that caliber, 2 games with 20 kills and a chicken dinner, that's like 80 points taken away straight up in just one day, and add to that 2 decent performances with like 15 points coming in from 2 different games, then you basically get a lot of points in just a single day, over 100.
I mean, a lot of points. And see, now the thing is that most of the people from Wildcard will be looking in forward, as they have seen Team Gravity's gameplay, they have seen Famous's gameplay, so now they will be looking in forward to contest them. And right now, like, Team Gravity, they need a chicken dinner, but always, like, for each and every team, 15 teams are in their way of a chicken dinner, as the 16th team is them. And we will be in the first game, ladies and gentlemen, for today. You can see the plane path starting in from Novo Repnoid to Georgopol. This is going to be an incredible one because it has Novo, the Georgios, the container fights can come in handy. It has military base, it has farm, it has poaching, it has school, Rozhok, and the first day's final circle ruins. If it happens, I mean, that's going to be epic.
Yeah, ruins and the you remember the Water City Circle as well, because that was an interesting fight. But now once again, since almost all the hot drops of this map of Erangel are going to be available, we still have to see how many teams are going to go for those hot drops and how many teams are going to go for the contest on those hot drops, because Novo, Military Base, Milta, Pochinki, Georgopol, the containers over there, and School as well. So these were the places wherein you just like to fight it out, you go aggressive, and as you can see, there are two teams right now heading towards the military base area. One team has gone for Novo. One, I think, squad number 6 is going towards Milta because containers is going to be hard for them. No, they landed in containers. That is going to be intense for them because so two teams in containers on the Novo area, two in the military base. Then there's a huge cluster that is heading towards School Rozok situation, and I assume that a lot of teams are going to go to the Georgia Pole and Georgia Pole City area as well.
That is true, and I think the early fights are going to commence in really soon in military base area. As you can see, Team Black MGL, their players are trying to go for the loot, and the first circle on the screen, ladies and gentlemen, it has formed around the area of Georgia Pole. So teams in Georgia Pole, I mean like Wolf Squad and all, they are really free right now just to have decent fights, have good loot and just stay in those areas. But Team Black, you see the shots have been fired, their health is down to 50 HP, but still they are desperately trying to find some weapons or anything. If they can get their hands on something, they'll have a chance of fight. But look at this, the players from the other team, they are not letting them go. As you can see, Rio, he is trying to find the players and just pop the heads out. But as of now, he just goes to safety as he has in mind, what if there are 4 players ready with a gun for me?
Yeah, and even he did not have any gun. So a basic thing that you do when you land in the military base and you sort of try and find the weapons and you see another squad is there, you try and stay out of the military base. You land outside, go to those houses that are present, try and find a weapon. If you get lucky, try your luck, basically gamble. It's a gamble. If you find a gun, then you sort of try and sneak in and take on those guys one after the other in an isolated fights. Other than that, if you actually land inside the C building or the military base section and you do not find a gun, you will be dead in a matter of seconds. So you need to be careful about that. I think it is one of the most aggressive places you could land after the Georgia Pole containers in the game.
That is totally true. But then, all right. So talking about the things like you see, between Pochinki to the Novo Bridge, there's a cluster of teams in those areas. Team number 13, team number 9, team number 12. You can see the teams are out there, like MT is out there. Team Gravity is also out in those areas. And RN is on, like team number 19, as you can see. They are Rogue Nation. They are actually just trying to go in. And this is going to be something as Team Gravity's players are spotted. They have spotted someone. This is looking really bad for Team Gravity. If Pain goes for it, I mean, Team Gravity's players, they are trying to save themselves as soon as they can, because the first blood, if this happens from this team, it's going to be something. 1 HP, and he drops the other one to 1 HP, but then he will be finished. This was the thing. See, if they spot you, they're going to finish you, and they are going to finish you in a bad manner.
Yeah, but now the Pain Gaming's player, Maraga, he's going to be in so much trouble because he had 1 first aid. He has used that up. His armor is all shot up, does not have a helmet. So if the other players from the side of TG actually come charging in, he is going to be a dead man in a matter of seconds. But on the other side, Black Zeus, he is going at it on the players of VNG. The man does not look to stop. And Manta, he is there, can go in towards his teammate and provide him some support just in case the other team actually comes charging in. But I don't think they want to do that. They have gotten the kills, are going towards the other two teammates, and will be looking to see if they can catch a few more kills for themselves, because right now Zeus did finish up 2 of the other players, and this team, they have 2 kills now on their hands.
Yep, and so this is a good start for Team Black MGL. I mean, the team that was doing decent in the mid-range of the table, they have a chance to just come up as soon as they can. 4 games, it can make or break the day for you. We'll have to see which team actually makes their day, as they'll be starting the fights for themselves. And ZeusEsport on the screen, ladies and gentlemen, they are just going in on the Georgia Pole. It's a really good area for your loot, and all your supplies that you just want. And Team Black out there, they have 2 kills. They want more. They are hungry, but can they? Do they know that the bridge is actually being contested? I think they do. They are going for a spray, and the spray yet not hitting anyone. Second time, no luck out there. And Black Zeus, he's just gonna go. But obviously, you see, now Rio knows that there were players, and that is not where you should be driving the car. Alright, so now they are just moving in, and we'll have to see like what happens. See, they know that the players are behind them. They know that players will be coming for them. I mean, they could have blocked the bridge, but they might be going for some other strategy or something.
Yeah, they might be going for some other strategy, and yes, they are prioritizing the rotation in towards the circle. That is going to be important, definitely, because you need to make it into the play zone. We have talked about this earlier as well. Before the fourth circle, you should not prioritize fights. That is just going to be your time wasted. But on the other side, if you are being safe up after the fourth circle, from the fifth onwards, you can actually start fighting, because you will have an advantage of the fact that you have made it to the later stages of the game. A lot of teams are already going to be dead, or they are going to be down in the number of players that they have. And if you survive with all four, looting the entire time, collecting those healing utilities, collecting those throwables, ammos, guns, scopes, upgrading as soon as you find stuff, by the time you actually start fighting, you will be fighting with a full loadout. And you, as I was saying, most of the teams will have lost a couple of players, either one or two, and you will be fighting with a man advantage as well. So prioritizing rotations into the play zone in the early stages of the game, that has to be the most important thing.
I mean, yeah, that's like one of the major things. Like, you can see everything in the game comes with the balance. You can either prioritize zone or you can prioritize loot, depending on, an aggressive team always goes to prioritize loot first before the first circle happens, and then they go to prioritize zone, because they know that that's the only place where they're going to find people. If they are aggressive, then they'll just go to find people, they'll just kill them inside the circle, and after that they'll go for the other loot and all those things from the crates of those people. Playing gaming on the screen, ladies and gentlemen, they are with 4 players. 2 of them are on the vehicles, they're still trying to travel, and 1 of them, alright, 3 of them are on foot right now, while 1 of them is still trying to travel. As you can see on the minimap, he is quite close in the proximity, but still just trying to go for it. And still alright, players are still kind of outside the circle right now. We'll have to see what happens when the fights happen, because as now, the blue zone is the only thing that is damaging the players. Those are outside the circle. Other than that, there's no fight.
It's just one team that's being damaged by the blue zone. It's just Andromeda. On the other side, there is a huge cluster that's being formed towards the center of the Georgopol area, as most of the teams are making their way there. And Georgopol containers for the final circle, that is just going to be incredible. It's going to be like the early days of PUBG when PUBG Mobile, like back in Season 2, Season 3, when everyone would land at Georgopol.
Or the spring split previous year, like when Georgopol used to be like a good contestation area. Those times when final circles were in Georgios and all those things. Maybe, just maybe if that happens, maybe we can see someone pulling off incredible 1v2s or something. Talking about fights are happening. Look at this. Good boys. They are taking fights, and one of the players is down.
Yeah, on the other hand, we have the minimap with us, so we can see this, but in a couple of seconds, I think you guys will be able to see this as well. Andromeda, they were at Novo. They could have rotated from the Novo bridge, but are heading towards the military base area. A longer rotation coming in from the team is going to make sure that they're going to be low when they make it into the play zone, and the healing utility would have been wasted. Like, look at that. From the Novo bridge, they did not take that rotation. Now it's going to be an even longer rotation towards the side of Georgopol. Like, what is this team doing?
That is something that they'll have to think. But look at this, the sprays are coming. The sprays are actually connecting. Still doing a bit short. As ZeusEsport, they took up a fight. They knocked down 1 player. He is revived right now, but then they still know the location. And one thing about the game, about the thing is that you see the players, you'll have to take up the fight. That's the whole mode of the game. But the fact is, this thing, exactly the thing that I was talking about. You can dodge from one location. They were dodging from the other side. They swim through the whole river and they come to the next side. And the 2 players have been taken down. The one of them has been finished, as Dream Team was also taking the fight. So they were surrounded in the water areas, and that is something impressive. And look at this Bugatti. He has a Groza. Can he just drive it at the same mileage that he wants the gun to be? That's going to be one thing. And look at this, Exodus on the third party as well. Exodus, they have spotted the players, but still they are not taking any shots. Why? Why are you not taking any shots right now?
I think Annie, finally Annie starts spraying, and 2 of the players from the side of Dream Team, they are going to be taken down. Exodus, they can go in and they can take both the kills, because good boys, they are down 1 player. They have 1 player that's been knocked down, and the revive is just not coming in. They are just abandoning their own teammate. On the other side, 2 of the players from the side of Exodus, they charge in. Burnell and Annie, they are going in, but 1 of the players from the side of Dream Team is there. The smoke is going to be popped to stop the place. But they come in. Burnell, he's going to be knocked down. But Annie is still there. He's still pretty healthy. And Mystic, the heal coming in. Is Dream Team just going to make sure that Exodus's aggression backfires on them? Losing 2 players. Like, why would you go in for a 2-player rush? That is the questionable decision when you only spotted 2 players from the enemy teams.
Look at this. Ani is going for a grenade. If that grenade just hits, that's going to be something, but the grenade is on the other side. But still, look, a grenade did the damage. Grenade, the pixel of grenade just did the damage out there. That was something impressive. And Mystic is the lone survivor. Bernal, he's trying to move in. Will he go for it? I think yes, he is going for it. He's going for it, but he will be taken down. Ani will have to go or will have to revive. I don't think so. They'll have to save the player. They'll have to touch the player. Yes, they do on the final pixel. Otherwise, Dream Prince would have gone down. Mystic with the Uzi. His vest is damaged fully. That is one thing. Good Boys Rich is also trying to go for a third party. They are trying to go for the fight right now as one of their players were taken down by Dream Team. What's gonna happen? They need to heal right now. They are popping up a first aid as Bernal actually needs it. Mystic is going for it. A smoke was out there and that is going to just throw them away. As you can see, Mystic is. But the cover is coming. 3 people from Exodus are coming in. Ani wants to move in forward. Kusley is also moving in forward. Look at this. All 4 players. Can they just go for it? 1 house. 2 teams. 7 players out there. What's going to happen? The grenades are coming in. Ani, he has taken a bit of damage right now. Will be drinking the energy drink. 56 players still alive. Which team will be going first out there as 1 grenade comes in, takes down Mystic from Exodus. And look at this. Kusley is moving in forward. The MVP from the previous games just obliterates the competition. Has 2 kills. Takes down 3 players. And first team to get eliminated will be Dream Team.
Yeah, it's impossible to win when Kusley is there, especially with his entire team. The man was fighting alone in all the matches, and now he has 4 players to back him up. So good boys, you need to be careful as to who you shoot at now. You did trade out one of the players that you lost with the team that took him out, but now you need to be careful because 3 versus 4 fight against this sort of rendition, this sort of play coming in from Exodus. And on the other side, Exodus, the 2 players, Annie and Bernal, I think they got away easy with that one, that the other 2 teammates actually got there in time. On the other hand, Bernal went up twice to go for the finish, got knocked down twice.
Yeah, I mean, see, that was one thing. Like, he was going in when his health was not full. If your health is kind of at a lower angle, that's
don't rush.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Well, look at this. Hospital side, the triple warehouse near the hospital. Okay, so do you know this airdrop has AUG? Do you know the houses that are on the sideward side, the opening area that's known as warehouse 2, and the house that was perpendicular to it is known as warehouse 3? There are actually 3 different kind of warehouses, and what differentiates is they look similar. But inside of them, the barricades and the smaller
it's
boxes,
all different.
It's all different.
Yeah, you have different layouts. And, so these are some professional call-outs used in game by the pros that Ocean is telling about.
Yeah, they were used. Although one thing is that the guns are always used. You can see Zwotnik just goes down as Mysterious. They are trying to take the fight. But then, GoodFellows, can they just go for the revives right now? On the other hand, Good Boys Driz, they have spotted Exodus right now. Exodus is a team that has had 3 kills for themselves. Can they? Or can they not? Just take it and just take it for them when the fights are going to happen. Look at the Shadow is low on health right now, and from empty Reed will be taken down as well. Out there, GoodFellows are taking an incredible fight because they have a Rich for their covers, but their opponents also have a good house. One wrong peak is going to end the game for one of the teams.
Yeah, it is definitely going to end it out for one of these teams because the rush is definitely going to come in. But for the good thing, GoodFellows did knock down one of the players from the side of Mysterious, so that is definitely going to give them an advantage. Mysterious did drop all the way on the Severny side, and the rotation has been a little weird for them based on where the circle is, because now they are going to have to move in towards the northern Georgia Pool City area and then come in from there. But this fight is something that they have to deal with for now. They can't run away because the area is just open land, and if they try and run out in the open, GoodFellows are just basically going to wipe them out in an instant. So they need to be a bit careful. But XAC Shelby is going to be caught out off guard in that buggy, is going to be shot at, but the health does not go low enough. His armor has taken some damage, but still he is going to be pretty healthy as he has one first aid, two first aids, one med kit, a lot of bandages, energy drinks. So not going to worry about that much. But Rio was taken down, and Rio is going to be finished off by the players from the side of MT. XAC, they are looking in trouble, but now talking about trouble. Good boy, Shishak. He has engaged on the players of Exodus. And Exodus, if they come charging in, you have to run on the other side. You can take a fight as well. But Black from Team Black, he's coming in for the third party. And the players from GoodFellows, they are taking this fight to them. Hell is just going to get out of the car, get behind for cover. But the shots from Botnik just not connect. And Hell, he's going to be in trouble. His car is almost gone. He's going to blow it up. Drops down a bit low. Black Zeus is going to drop Botnik. And that actually can put GoodFellows in a lot of trouble because it is going to be a sandwich that they are in between Team Black and Team MT that's behind them.
That is totally
Mysterious,
totally true.
Mysterious behind them.
Yeah, that is totally true. But out here, yeah, as you can see, GoodFellows, they are dropping down really in a bad situation. And Black players from Black, as you can see, Black Zeus is on a domination, goes for one more player, takes him down as well. Just one player remaining from GoodFellows. What's gonna happen out? As you can see, he is just trying to pop the heads and through the smoke, just trying to go for random shots, and all of them are hitting out. This grenade, if the grenade does the damage, I think it's gonna be incredible. You just saw the players are behind you. You'll be stabbed from Black. Zeus, what are you doing? Takes down one, but that was a bad situation out there, and he'll go on a finish. Yes, Zeus, the person that was dominating, has been taken down. Grimmy on 1 HP. He takes down one as well. Incredible gameplay, but I think this is going to be the end of GoodFellows. But still, look at this. They lost almost their 2 players as one just went down and 2 were finished out here. Hell is going for the final revive, but this was an incredible fight that happened.
Yeah, that was definitely an incredible fight, but Mysterious was right then. They are going to realize that there is just one team sitting with 2 players, and if they charge in, but talk about charging in, who needs to charge in when nades can do the job, as MT is going to drop down 2 players. WP is going to be taken out from this game by the players of MT. 1 nade, 2 knocks, the other 2 are just going to be finished off, and MT come out in a fight. And this was a weird fight as well, because look at where the players are.
Yeah.
One player, Skuneki, is under the bridge, and Bugatti was fighting from that lower cliff area where the rocks are. And on the other side, the team that they eliminated, it was just open land for them, so they could have had easy rotations. They had a lot of area to run, but did not do that. Talking about not doing the things right, Pain Gaming steps in the shoes of GoodFellows, and now instead of a sandwich, this is going to be a triangle that they're going to be in. Mysterious on one side, Black Hell on one side, and they have another team. Exodus is right behind them. So Pain Gaming, this is going to be in so much trouble. Hell with 1 nade is going to knock down one of the players, but the other 2 teams are not charging in. So Exodus slowly closing the distance. Burnell, he is here, and the M4 can actually do the job. Blowing up the car is going to be important, but the players, if they are close. But talking about being close, Hell is going to go for the peak spots of the players from Mysterious instead. Black Manta with the nade coming in. Pain Gaming, they are going to be in so much pain now as the players are constantly going out. Kuzle blowing up the car, and the nade coming in from Kuzle and Burnell. They are going to get a lot of kills for them. Pain Gaming with still 2 players alive, and Black are trying to protect their scores that are in front of them right now.
They have good amount of kills. Can they just increase the number? 2 players, but the fight is not over for them. Pain Gaming can be in a bit of trouble as Exodus players are moving in forward. Takes down 1. That was incredible, but he'll be going down as the movement was wrong. Exodus Kuzle, he is also out there. Bernal, the guy who got taken down 2 times, does not have a vest right now. But then that he takes down 1, but he just went down by his own car blast. That was something. See, you need to stop shooting at that moment when you know when the opponent has taken on. But look at that, the pixels were visible, and out there Black Manta just did the thing that was supposed to be done out there. And I think Black Manta can have 4 more kills for themselves. I mean, the team Black can have 4 more kills as 3 players are down, 1 is reviving. If that goes good, I think they'll be good. But airdrop number 4 on the screen, ladies and gentlemen, has a Groza with a suppressor sniper, level 3 stuff in it. And MT's King is going for a fight as Mysterious players have been taken on, and Kuzle has given revive to 1. They are popping up the first aid, and Black Manta, a good cover with the vehicle in the hands, and also the airdrop.
What?
They'll be having Grows as well.
What are they doing? They had 3 players knocked out in front of them and they did not go for the kills on them. Instead, they decided to go and run away. Black could have had easy kills over there. Kusle was the only man left standing in a 1 versus 2 situation. What is going on?
They were like, we'll see you later. Just we need the airdrop stuff right now, and something like that. Well, look at this. Andromeda's players just moving in forward, and Abrar's out there. Abrar's kind of in the open, and he is being surrounded by 2 teams. That's gonna be something. And look at this. Octus take the kill, or revive your teammate. just do something.
I think they just take the kill, buddy.
They are prioritizing the circle right now, which is really good choices. This is the 5th zone, and 5th zone is gonna be important. And look at this. The car is about to be blasted off. If it happens, one more shot, one more, yes! Oh no, I mean, the car just went away and Team Gravity gets eliminated on the 10th position. That was something impressive. MT goes out there on the 9th with 5 kills and 8 teams remaining. 26 players, ladies and gentlemen. AM Junior is under the bridge right now. That is a good strategy. I mean, that is just really close to the circle, so that's a good strategy. And Udak, he can spot the player. He can spot Junior out there. If Junior just comes out, he'll be the first player to spot him. That's going to be like one of the things. But the major thing is, good boys Chunk. You can see he was inside the smoke right now. He goes up. He can spot the players of ZeusEsport. And ZeusEsport on the screen, ladies and gentlemen, they are trying to spot the players from Exodus. This is going to be something. If Exodus' players get spotted out, they'll be shot. And yes, that is happening. Burnell, there is no survival this time. No revives coming in as they'll be taken down. VSS coming in the equation, and Andromeda also loses a player. Shank is in the water right now, swimming in with the Falcon out. But imagine, Shank goes in there, Junior will be ready to welcome him. Imagine that scenario.
Oh yeah, that is going to be so much trouble, and I think Junior can still spot him out. He's still waiting for a clear shot to come in, but the noises are going to be there, and you have to be careful. Mysterious, they're going to rack up a couple of kills for themselves. And Exodus, they have lost 1 player. Burnell was taken down. And Kusle, he has been knocked out. So the revive needs to come in for that player. And I think it is going to happen in any instant because his teammates are there to protect him. But now Exodus, they are going to have to rotate in towards the circle. Impray with that nade on the players from Mysterious is going to drop 1 more. And ZeusEsport, they turn their attention towards Exodus. But Kusle has been revived. On the other side, the other player, the isolated person, was taking a lot of damage, and we have the winner chicken dinner forecast with us, with Rogue Nation, I think, leading the charge right now in the probability of who is going to win this game. But as I was saying, it's definitely going to be Mysterious, as they are just taken out of this game entirely by the team of Imperial GG.
Yep, and 6 teams remaining, 15 players surviving, ladies and gentlemen, which will be the first team after a 2-day break. Which team is going to be coming up with a fresh start? We'll have to see what happens as the team of the team of Imperials, they have 6 kills for themselves, 8 kills for Andromeda, and still 1 player surviving. Mysterious was the team to be eliminated previously, and you can see the live counter. Imperial GG, 6 points to 4 players remaining. ZeusEsport, 4 players remaining. Exodus, one of them needs a revive right now. The smoke has left the stage, so the players can be spotted. And I think 1 shot, 2 more shots, if those happen from out here from ZeusEsport, they can just take down the player from Exodus. But as of now, they are looking really good. The circle is actually supporting this squad, but not for long, as the circle is going to leave them in a while, and Weapon takes on 1 player, and that is going to be looking really bad for Exodus, as they'll be having 1 final player remaining. Where is he? Where is he? He's on the other side. As you can see, he is Cruiser, the player who changes everything for the team, the player who is known as the game changer. Will it happen? Rogue Nation falls apart as it is just 5 people remaining. Exodus Ani has been taken on. Junior, he is still out in that area, still surviving, still sneaking out, still making a way for his team to be in the top 5 right now. Can he just go to top 3 or top 2? That is going to be a big question. The circle is going to go in a while. If the circle leaves this area, so many teams will have to go to this side or that side of the bridge, because bridge is going to be a factor out here. Which team will come up in the open? That's going to be one thing. ZeusEsports outside the zone right now. Circle is on the bridge. Airdrop number 5 has the AWM, but I think the major thing that the people will be wanting will be level 3 helmet, and Western Junior, I think, is going to go for it.
Yeah, Junior is definitely going to go for it, but he has taken some damage from somewhere. I think it was Nate blasting in, and he was caught in the radius. So the damage was not that significant. I mean, he did just lose 5 or 10 health on him, but Kusle, he's going to be in an interesting spot as well, because now he's in the waters, and there is not going to be a way out for him. At least Junior did pop those smoke for himself to protect himself and stay behind at least a temporary wall of vision blockage. But Imperial GG right now charging the bridge and trying to catch out the players from the side of Zeus that are on the other side. This is going to be an aggressive fight. This is going to be an aggressive charge coming in from Imperial GG. They are going to be able to catch out some of the players that are going to be off guard. But Zeus, you have to be careful. So Zeus and Imperial, these are the only two teams that are surviving with all 4 of the players inside the game. Other than that, Exodus, 1 guy, Andromeda, 1 guy, and Good Boys with just 1 man who is keeping the team alive. And Imperial and Zeus, once they go head to head, whoever comes out on top, if they actually survive with all 4 players, they are gonna win this game. But that is not gonna happen, as Imperial, 1 guy goes down, another one is gonna go down, as Weapon is gonna be finished off, and Yutkai is doing all the damage. Imperial with just 3 people in the game right now.
Andromeda's players is out there, 3 players inside the water area. They are safe right now, and these 2 teams are fighting each other. 3 players from one, like Exodus with 1 player surviving inside the water, Andromeda 1 player surviving under the bridge, Good Boys 1 player surviving in the water. What is happening? Like the fights, they can't even heal battle if the circle goes to the heal battle. That's going to be something. But out here on the bridge, you can see there are snakes on the bridge, snakes on cement. That's one thing that's happening. Ably from Z is just trying to spot the players. Can they? Yes, they can. Takes down Kezan, has taken down Ably, takes a kill. This is going to leave Batman and Ray. Can Batman go for it? Batman is going to go and find some players, but all he has is a smoke for his cover and some vehicles. That's his bridge block. That's his personal bridge block out there. What's going to happen? 9 players alive. The circle has left the stage. After this, after 45 seconds is the final circle, ladies and gentlemen. The heal battle timing is going to come in. And Junior with a Groza, he has spotted Khusle. If not, then he knows that there's a player out there. That's where he is trying to see. And this is going to be something like players on the bridge. When the smoke, I mean, the smoke is going to be there for a while, but if the smoke just leaves it, what are they going to do? The cars will be blasted, they'll be taken out. So what's going to happen? Kazan, once again, just trying to spot the players. 17 seconds, final 15 seconds. The grenades are also coming in. The grenades are in the equation. This grenade as well. The grenade is being popped up. Throw it, throw it, throw it, throw it. The grenade gets thrown and it takes down the crate. Out there, Molotov, no need, as Exodus leaves the stage. Incredible grenade by the guy out there from Andromeda. But what's going to happen? I think he's been spotted. He's just 1 HP right now. Batman moves in. Batman goes out. Batman and Robin are going out there. As you can see, he takes down 1 player and it's going to be the final player. But look at this. KK. This is going to be interesting. I think From Zeus is taking amazing fight out here. As Mundak is taking the fight. Takes down 1, takes down 2, does the damage, and the Imperial GG gets eliminated. Now just 1 player remaining. 1 final player. 1 versus 4 situation, ladies and gentlemen. Good Boys, I think I know they cannot win it, but all they can do is delay the time, and that delay is what they are doing. As players on the upward area, they have all the things. They have heals, they have the timing, they have the chance, and I think the game is gonna end. You shoot it, you shoot it. No, you don't know yet. Yes, you know. You shoot it, you shoot it, you shoot it, and this is the end of the first game. As ZeusEsport just stands up tall.
Yeah, and Zeus, their performance has been good, but it has been sort of middle of the table at best. But today in this game, they outclassed everyone basically. And another thing, they had the man advantage, and Imperial GG, that was a huge mistake. They smoked their own side of the bridge. Like, why would you do that? You need to block their vision, not yours. All the smokes are on their side, so once they come out from the other side of the smoke, they are going to be visible to the players of Zeus, and that's exactly what happened. As soon as they tried charging in, they were just finished off one after the other. And things could have gone a little differently and for a lot of squads, including Exodus, because in the kill department, Exodus, I think they had just outnumbered and destroyed everyone they came across. It was the point where they decided, all right, we go for a 2-2 split now, where sort of things fell apart for them.
Yeah, I mean, See, that was one thing. Like Exodus, when the players started popping up, like Brunel just went down out there in the open areas when the players were going out. So this was the thing that the zone played the game here. The zone was it had a river in the middle. You can the zone could either be there or here. I mean, surprisingly, the zone was in the center as well. Zone could have been there or here.
Yeah.
So 2 players were there, 2 players were here. That 2-2 split actually just went against them. So one side either you can have a cover on this side or on that side, because the vehicle is not gonna be crossing the bridge in the final circles. It will be shot at from all the directions. So those were the things. But still, Exodus did an incredible job, like coming into the top 5, and that was amazing. But then ZeusEsport just did the impressive stuff. So let's just have a look at who was the person behind those impressive. So who was the backbone out there, and it was Kazin from ZeusEsport. 3 kills, 596 damage, almost 600, 26 minutes of survival time, and around 5 kilometers of distance covered. That's really good.
That's actually pretty decent in terms of the rotations that you're making for almost 5 kilometers. That's actually a good number. 3 kills coming in, 596 damage. So the stats are okay. But it is not a solo game after all. You need to play as a team. So if all your teammates are playing like this, as we know, 2 players from the side of Zeus did get 3 kills. 1 guy got 2. And all the individual players, if everyone does their part, the team is going to be a great team. And that is exactly what makes and breaks this game, because you can't play solo. We did see that from Exodus as well. Kusle, the last couple of days, he tried his best, but they were just lacking the numbers and they could not take these fights. They were in a 3 versus 4 situation throughout the entire series.
See, there's a thing. You can be a solo player. You can have an M249 in your hands, but you need to remember that you will be fighting 4 players.
Yeah, exactly.
You are shooting 1 gun, beat 100 bullets, but they are shooting 4 guns from different directions, different areas, and all those things.
Plus, their bullets can come at the same time.
Yeah.
you only shoot 1 at a time.
Yeah, talking about the top 5 players of this particular match from the Erangel, you can see Exodus Kusle was out there. Obviously, Black Zeus was out there with 5 kills as well. And Exodus Bernal, he did good stuff. And Kazin from ZeusEsports and Undak from ZeusEsports. 2 players from the winning team. 3 players from the winning team. And after that, it was Exodus that was just topping the table. Like 685 damage from that particular guy. And Brunel had 700 damage with just 3 kills. That is a good number.
That is definitely a good number, but we still have to see how the standings from this game are, because we do know who won this. We know who finished second, but there were kills involved as well, and kills actually translate to points, which are gonna affect your standings and move you up from the 5th to the 3rd, or as it has been the trend with us, the team that gets 8 placement pointer is always going to be with 0 kills.
Yeah, they are at 7-point position or something. But as of now,
they got 9 kills this time. Andromeda.
But look at this thing. Good boys, 14 placement points is on 5th right now. That's a jump, and that is happening because there are 3 teams, like they finished 2nd. Still, they are so low because they had 3 kills. Had they had 4 kills, they would have been at 18. They would have come 3rd or something like that, right? Yeah. Had they had good amount of kills, they could have come at the 2nd as well. But then Imperial GG with 10 placement points is out there on the 2nd position. The first, Exodus on the 3rd, Andromeda on the 4th, Good Boys on the 5th, BlackTeam MGL on the 6th, MT on the 7th, and Mysterious is out there ending their day on the 8th position on the first game.
Yeah, but now moving on to 9 to 16, Rogue Nation on the 9, Team Gravity. We expected so much from this team, but today the first game so far has not been theirs. Will they step up in the next? Will Vikendi be theirs? Are they going to take Miramar? Are they going to take the next Erangel? That is just going to be a question. But moving on, Cast is going to be on the 11th spot. Pain Gaming take the 12th. Wolf Squad on the 13th. GoodFellows on the 14th. Dream Team is going to be on the 15th. And Vengeance take the 16th position this time. Vengeance in the overall standing. They are not going to be happy about this one either.
Yeah, this is going to reflect a big time on the overall standings, and we'll have to see like what goes into the addition, because after 2 days of some rest, as players had a good amount of rest with themselves, they had a good amount to practice as well for themselves. But then after 2 days, the points table is going to show some shifts in the numbers, and for some teams the shift is going to be good. For some teams the shift start is going to be bad, but the end is going to be good. So all of those things are gonna come in the overall standing. So that's gonna reflect a mark by the end of the first day, end of the third day, like first day for today. Yeah.
I think that is definitely going to be true, but before we do that, we need to have a look at the overall standings as well and see how much of an impact is this game going to have. And let's have a look at the overall standings and see exactly that, because I don't think the teams in the top 4 are going to move. And as I say, top 5 do not move at all. Team Gravity, they do climb up a little bit just because No Mercy is not playing today, and that is definitely going to happen. But Gravity need to put up an amazing performance, because this team, the way they played in the first 4 games, everyone is expecting that they are going to be on the first, second or third position. Anything below that is just going to be disappointing from their performance. A Savage Hunter is going to be sitting on the 8th, so not much changing in the first quarter. But moving on, 9 to 16, I think that is going to be a massive change. And as you see, Imperial GG take the 9th position. ZeusEsport, they climb up as well, 10th position to them. MT is going to be on the 11th. Wolf Squad, they drop down to the 12th. Good Boys climb up as well on the 13th position right now. 4 Angry is going to be their 14th. No Chance on the 15th, and Swanky Gaming is going to be on the 16th. Moving on to the third quarter, let's have a look and see how things change, because this, once again, is going to change as well, as Exodus make a massive climb to the 17th position. Pain Gaming is going to be on the 18th. Dream Team on the 19th. So both these teams took a dip. Their performance in the last game was not impressive, and the other teams, the teams that are on the lower end of the standings, are stepping up big this time around, as Andromeda did on the 20th spot right now. WayToConq on the 21st, Zero Death on the 22nd, Team SYG on the 23rd, and Mysterious is going to be on the 24th position. And now going on over to the table of death, the last quarter, see how things change. Vengeance, nothing is going to change, 31st position. GoodFellows also on the 33rd. Friendly Fire not playing today, 29th. Cast is going to be on the 10th. Rogue Nation on the 27th. Team Harsh on the 26th, and BlackTeam MGL on the 25th.
Yeah, as of now, I mean, the numbers have started to move. The teams have started to push each other in the overall standings. But then the major factor is going to be which team, because you see out here, ZeusEsport had a good push. Like they had a good game. But can they just continue that run overall? That's going to be one thing. As today we have seen teams do good things, bad things to each other in the game of Sandhawk and all those things. But then today it's going to be Vikendi. Like the pace just changes at the overall stage. So like, what's going to happen in all those things? That's my question.
Exactly, what is going to happen? And so Vikendi, we usually get water circles. This time it started with water on Erangel. But what is going to happen? Is it going to be a land circle on Vikendi? That is just speculation, and that is stuff you can think about while we take a short break. So we'll be right back. You guys just stay tuned and keep watching. Hello everyone and once again welcome back to PMCO 2020 Spring Split Wildcard Group Stages. My name is World Super Johnny John, being joined on the desk by Ocean Sharma, and it is time for game number 2, which is going to be played on Vikendi.
Yep, and Vikendi, the unpredictability is gonna come into the equation as players, as teams. They'll have to see if they rotate. Alright, so previously, the previous wildcard that we had, each and every match was like 33 minutes. The longest
34
matches
was the longest, I think.
The longest matches that we have ever seen, longer than Miramar for some reason. I don't know. And I would like to see if the same thing happens today, because the matches were fast start, then slow, and then the slowest even in the final circles, because players had to be that cautious with their gameplay. They cannot go for a single wrong move that just takes their game from A level to Z level. That drop is drastic, and they just did not want that.
That is exactly what happened on Erangel. But other than that, Ocean told me this fun fact about why Vikendi is called Vikendi yesterday, and he told the South Asia audience as well. So I want you guys to hear it as well.
So the creator of the game, Brendan Green, he loved Scandinavian countries. And in Scandinavian countries, the Vikendi, there's a group of people that they call Vikings.
Yeah.
So he loved Vikings. So from he wanted a snow map dedicated to those people. And let's just talk about it while we will be in the game, as the game of Vikendi is live on the screen, ladies and gentlemen. You can see from Bihar to Hot Springs. And From Zeus is still just sitting out in the hot springs. He's like, no, I don't want to go right now.
I'm already here.
I'm already here. Let's just drop everyone here. And Volnova is out there. Castles is out there. Villa is out there. We'll have to see which team goes to Dobro, Mesto, Coal Mine. If you want to go to Cosmodrome, it's yours, but can you? That's the question. Cement Factory is going to be out here. Winery, Milna. So those areas are good. The southern area is in the good proximity, but the northern area is where teams might struggle. I mean, Mysterious is already going for their drop. Exodus is going for their drop. ZeusEsport, I want to see how they do this time, because it's going to be a bit responsible for the overall.
It is definitely going to be a bit of responsibility on them, because now climbing is going to be important, and you want to stay in that top 24 to move on to the semi-finals, where you will need to finish in the top 16 to play in the finals. And look at this, the circle over Cosmodrome yet again. So Cosmodrome, Trevno, Peshkova, Podrovesto, Mount Kresnik, Coal Mines, Zabava, they are all going to be safe places. But the entire northern part of Vikendi, that's like open spaces surrounded by this one huge cluster in middle, that is the Cosmodrome. So rotations over there are going to be difficult, sorry. So for this early game strategy, I think a good strategy would be to stay outside the first circle and move into the next one along with the blue zone, like right outside the blue zone as it comes in. Because otherwise you get in too early, you are going to be challenged when other teams start coming in. And Imperial GG on the other hand, already taking control of the Mount Kresnik area and are still moving up ahead. So I think they are probably going to go for the Cosmodrome drop for themselves, which is quite a big location. Yeah,
if they just go there, they'll be free for like 2-3 circles. The circles will be on them. They won't have to worry about it. They won't have to move anywhere. And that is going to be a good thing for the team in itself. Like if you have that area, and so is going to be it's going to be good for Team Black as well. Like Black MGL, they are at the southern side of Cement Factory, so they don't have to move that much if the circle just shifts. And so is going to be for Team Pain, like 2 players from Team Plane. From Team Pain, that's going to be something, as Black is out there, Marga is out there. We'll have to see how they do their rotations and all. But one team. You see, team number 11 on the screens, ladies and gentlemen, Hot Springs area. They have to rotate, but then there are 3-4 cluster of teams for themselves that will be ready and will try to take a fight or something from themselves. GoodFellows on your screen, as you can see out there. They are trying to go to the port-ish area, like from Dobromeso Port. That road is what they have in their mind, but then Exodus can easily stop the rotation. I don't know why Exodus right now, they haven't spotted the players out there or something, but then if they do, I think the fights are going to be a big one out in this one. Yeah, the fights are definitely going to be big, but is that going to work out for them? Because even in big fights, you do see teams fall down. And in the last game, once again, a reminder, the big names, the teams that were actually doing really well, were the ones who took the early dip as well. And
Imperial GG, the split coming in from the team early on as some of the players are going towards Cosmodrome, but they have left Batman behind. And as we all know, Batman works alone.
I mean, yeah, but still, he needs a Justice League to go for it sometimes.
Only for big opponents. Only if Doomsday comes in.
Yeah, these are really big opponents. If anything, like, and look at this.
Yeah.
The players have spotted some of the players, and Rogue Nation, they have spotted the players as Seki was going for it. But then Dinesh has taken down one player from VNG as CG Sinister goes down. One more player can just go down, but no, Dinesh just goes down, follows out there. Octus, they have to take the fight as Team Gravity. This is needed for them if they want to top the table, and all those things. As you can see, Sinister, the revives are going to come in as a smoke has been dropped on him. So I like this one thing about Sinister and Octus, the deadly duo, if you will say, from Team Gravity. They are ready to be there on each other's backs. They are ready for the fights. They are ready for the cover fires, and they know how to take the fight. So that is just one of the most impressive things to watch when the Team Gravity plays, and if it's especially these two players out there. But as you can see, Sinister has been revived, so he will be ready. But one player who hasn't been revived is from Vengeance's Dinesh. So that guy is on the top of the building.
Yeah.
He will bleed out if not, if his teammates just don't come in time. So that is going to be a thing. The clock is ticking on that guy. The clock for him to go down. Look at this. His teammates are still down. They are trying to figure out a way to come up because he landed on the top and he has the guns from on top, and his teammates, look at them, they are just trying to climb out from the rooftops. If they can just come out, they still have to go for it, and the clock is ticking. Can they just reach? They are just less than 10 meters away, but it's a vertical distance. Can they come out to revive him? That is going to be one thing. They don't
what is happening? Dinesh just died in front of our eyes, and that was just a free kill being given away. Vengeance, what is going on, mates? What is happening over here? Oh, like, I'm speechless. What just happened right there? Their teammate was bleeding out. There was no one there. TG had rotated out of that area. They were quite open to go for the revives, and still nothing.
See, the thing was that guy. If anything, Dinesh, he landed on the top. So there was that thing like these kind of buildings in Vikendi. They have 3 stair areas. If you go in that. Like there's one building. To reach on the top of that building, there are 3 adjacent buildings.
Yeah,
the
you
first
need to jump
building,
from the roofs.
The first building, you need to jump from the first building's roof to the roof to the roof to the roof of the 4th building.
Yeah.
That's how you get to that building. But then,
But they had a lot of time to do that even.
Alright, so coming back to the game, you can see Team Gravity on the screen, ladies and gentlemen. They have revived one player. The player that was down, that was Sinister from their side. And now as he is revived, he's ready to wreak the havoc. I think this is going to be Hot Springs area where they are. I remember, alright, there was a fight. I was playing a custom room one day. There was a fight that I had out here with a really good team. And one of my teammates showed me there's a good rotation about Hot Springs that a lot less people know. You see this. Alright, you see the Cantra area?
Yeah.
You drop one player to the Cantra area, 3 players in the Hot Springs, and that's like a roadblock for your opponents to just move. And that's one of the best roadblocks. Like it's not a bridge block, it's a roadblock that you can just do out there.
You can create a choke point for your opponents and basically take them out, because once again, it is a corridor fight that you're talking about where you have no ways to escape on either side.
Yeah.
And it is just basically they are cornered. The only way, they have only 2 directions to go in. Either they fall back, wherein you can shoot at them for free, or they can try and fight you out, wherein they are already taking damage because you spotted them out first.
Yeah. I mean, like, see, it's all those things like you learn by each and every game. Humans are an artificial intelligence when it comes to PUBG, because the game itself is learning with the algorithms that we throw at them, we throw at the game, like our landing spots and all those in the game, and we also learn the strategies. And look at this, talking about the things. Team Gravity, they wanted 1 kill, they got it. Now they are going for the second one. I think I spoke too soon. They are going for the 3rd one, as one more player has been taken down. 2 players remaining from Team Cast. 1 player just drops and turns into a crate. 3 players remaining. One of them is bleeding out, but then the movement in the open can just cause them, as one of their players is also on a low health right now. You can see third parties can also happen from Dream side, and Dream is a team that can just do it. And yes, they go, as Octus has been dropped down as well. Now the thing is, Sibo, he has moved so forward. It's a decision taking time for him. Does he come back or does he move forward? Does he just stay there? or does he give a cover fire? Like, all those things are going to be juggling out in his mind as he's taking some painkillers. But right in front of him, the players that he just knocked down are getting revived right now. Dream Mystic, he can third party, he can just sandwich Team Cars, but will he go for it? That's going to be one of the questions. As yes, they are trying to go for it. As you can see, Negroni is trying to go for it. He has a good area. He had a good point to see, but then he is dropping down for some reason. I think they are avoiding the fight right now, as they'll be like, what if they get third party or something? That's going to be one of the questions in their minds. But then Team Gravity has already lost one player. That is one thing that can change the momentum of this team from going totally aggressive to completely passive. Talking about aggression, M249 is out here.
Yeah, the M249, the gun that we call the 1v4 gun. But talking about 1v4, else was taken out from the squad of XAC and TG. They are going to be in trouble as Sabo was knocked down a couple of seconds earlier. The revive is going to come in. But do you have the heals? Is your armor, is your helmet going to sustain more damage? That is definitely going to be a question, as Sinister with that M4, the 3x on it, is going to look out some of the players. He has spotted one. The damage was dished out. Drops down the player to around 50% health. But the rock is there for safety. So Sinister, not that much damage coming in as he would have wanted. But on the other side, Pain Gaming, they are going to be in a fight for themselves as well. Rio on the other side is trying to watch the flanks for his team and see that no one from the side of Team Gravity tries anything cheeky as an open rotation to go for a flank.
Yeah, but then, all right, so one of the things is the first circle is coming, ladies and gentlemen. 10 minutes mark is about to be done right now as we are talking. And Team Gravity, they are still outside the zone. I mean, this team is known for some early rotations, as we have seen in the previous games for this team. But right now, they are stuck in a fight. They don't have a vehicle for themselves. And look at this, look at this, look at this. He will be taken down. Yes, he does, as Rio just spots him. Now it's down to Sinister. He has to give a revive. The helping hand has been laid on his teammate, but the major factor, 500 meters of walk, that can change anything. And this is ZeusEsport on the screen, the team that has had a chicken dinner in the previous game. They have cornered one team for themselves. Can they just go for it? That's going to be something. And all right, Team Gravity has to get inside the circle, but then there are other players as well. As you can see right now, the player out on the screen has 3 first aids, has 10 bandages, has 3 painkillers. So it's not going to be an issue for a while. But that vehicle, that vehicle just changed everything. They had a vehicle previously. Now it's just blasted. Now if they go in the open, it's just in game for them.
Yeah, it is going to be a game for them. But look at this. You were talking about the fact that 500 meters, that walk, that run, that distance can actually cause a damage. And it is definitely going to be a lot more impactful if you do not have the heals to sustain that damage, as we just saw a couple of seconds earlier on the players of TG. One guy is sitting there without any first aid, no painkillers, no energy drinks, just bandages, and I think he had 1 energy drink on him. That is not enough. You need to get out of there. And the open run is going to come in as the players from TG are being shot at by XAC. And Archibald, he is going to be able to catch out Octus off guard, but Sinister actually stops. Look at this, Sinister, 1 bandage, 1 energy drink. That is definitely not going to be enough, and especially if you are taking a fight in the meantime as well. And Sinister, he's going to step out of the cover for a couple of seconds, and Archie is going to catch him off guard as well with that G36C in his hands. Archie on the other side, if you compare what he has to what the players of Team Gravity are fighting with, Archie he has a lot. 3 first aids, 10 bandages, 3 painkillers. That's quite a lot in the early stages. And Sinister is just sitting there with 10% health on him with his M4 with a 3x, which is not even going to work at that range.
This is going to be bad. As for Sinister, you can just see that how long can he survive. That is just one thing. He will go down. The second circle, 30 more seconds. Spots one, wants to do the damage, does the damage, but still, will second time be a charm for him, or will the player just stay there, wait for him to just go down? Look at this. He was going down on health, but that adrenaline just kicks in. Once again, it's going to kick in, and after that, it's going to be the end game. Yes, it kicks in once again, and after that is when it's going to change one thing. All right, this time Exodus' player just goes down, and one final time as the play zone was out there. But look at this. Ably from ZeusEsport moving in forward, has taken down one, takes down the second one as well for himself. So alright, so the bad thing is gonna be for the opponents right now. It's empty. They'll have to rethink their decisions, that why did they came for a fight out here. See, every team comes for a fight to dominate, but alright, see, this is one thing. he's not moving because he still thinks that Sinister is alive. They haven't seen each other's names in the kill feed right yet. So he's still thinking that the players, if he knows that the player has dropped down, he can just move in. That's the thing right now.
Yeah, he can move in, but he's still not going. I think he is going to wait for Sinister to go down. And now Sinister has gone down. Now Archie actually starts to move. And but the crates that he is looting, I think even they don't have the healing utility anymore. So Archie, it's all what you have on you is what you have to work with. Has 16 bandages. This is the first blue zone, which is just going to become the second in a matter of seconds.
And now the third blue zone.
Yeah, the third is going to kick in, sorry. So this is just going to spell trouble for him. And he has 16 bandages, 2 first aids, 4 painkillers. Oh, his teammate is here.
His teammate comes. That's a good thing. Otherwise, out here was Sinister. And if you remember, Sinister had 0 first aids. Like he was still he's looting. All right, I like
ammo.
Yeah, I like the thing that they are gonna go with all the things out there. But the major factor is where the circle's gonna come. See, a Cosmodrome was a good area previously, and TG. All right, one thing, these teams are just going hand to hand wherever they are going. Like Khas is out there, and TG's players are still out there. They are just going like following each other's steps or anything out there. But the circle is kind of to the left. So that's a quite good thing for the teams that are out in the circle right now. Just like TG, that they can stay inside the zone. But then the opponents will be looking for a rotation, and that's where it can change everything. But for now, I think TG with 2 kills, they are good. All they need is a good position right now. You know, just a push for the momentum is what TG needs. And got 1 first aid. I'll consider that as a win right now.
Yeah, that is definitely going to be a win, having 1 first aid. But I think this player, Octus, needs armor as well, as his armor is all shot out. And talk about this, Ocean. You talk about teasers a lot with the airdrops, right?
Yeah.
M249 with an 8x.
See, there was a time when you could use 8x on M249, but...
those days are gone. We are old people. Those were olden times.
Yeah.
It was like wild west back then in PUBG Mobile.
Feeling like old already, alright. But then, alright, so the major thing is M249, just like I said previously in the pre-game of the first game as well, you can shoot, you can have 100 bullets, you can shoot on the players, but then you will be remembering like 4 players are going to shoot at you, and there's going to be something as Sebo is moving in forward. For Khas, can he just take down players? I mean, that's going to be something. Rio knows the location, the grenade, left peek, grenade is going to go in, and if that does some damage, that's going to do some damage. Yes, it does a tip damage to Archibot, but will that be enough? Sebo has had another grenade, throw that grenade out of smoke. That's one thing we'll have to see. A Molotov also kicks in, but then as of now, I don't think so that's going to do a lot of damage in the smoke. Is out there. I think he's making way for Octus to move in. That's an impressive situation out there. If Octus moves in, that's going to be really good. But as of now, he is the one going in backwards, and it's going to backstab him as Rio takes him down. Would like to finish him through the smoke, but Rio, the cover fire comes in from Octus. That was so low as Rio is down to 10 HP. Now the smokes are kicking in once again. The third circle, you have to be inside the circle. 38 more meters. Revive, rush, and rush. 2 strategies that you can use, but right now he's going for the 3 times and takes on 1, almost takes on 2 as well. Incredible by Octus. Can he take the 3rd person down as well, or will he go for a revive? I think he's going for a better decision, a better trade. That is revive. Archibald is unable to revive as the player just comes in. He has nothing to lose. Just go all in. You have taken down 2 players. One of them died by the zone as well. You should be knowing it. What is happening out there, Archibald? He is reviving the players, and with the first hit, I think they are gonna go out of this fight, and Octus will be left all alone.
I think Octus is basically going to be taken out once these 3 players actually charge in towards him. But Octus needs to run as well, as the zone is going to close in on them soon, and the circle is not that far behind, but it is going to be an open area that he needs to cover. Octus still choosing to fight, is going to drop one of the players from the side of XAC. The M4 with the 3x is working wonders for him. You need to finish that kill right now, buddy. Yeah, go for the finish. Get the free kill for yourself. 3 kills on Team Gravity right now. Octus, the only man left standing. The 3x, the M4. Is it gonna be his day? He is still trying his best. They are fighting the blue zone as well, so he can actually make this one work. And the shots are still connecting as Rio runs in behind the rock for cover, sitting at 50% health. They are gonna lose their health now, but Octus is gonna lose his health again as the blue zone is here on him. He does not have that many heals.
I mean, for the blue zone, he has to go. You see the minimap.
Yeah.
He has to go 30 meters for the blue zone, and for the next circle, it's 340 meters. So that is one thing that differentiates all of them. Yet, but the major thing is, we are about to. Oh, one player also falls down. It's just 1 versus 1. The longer 1 versus 1. Who's gonna spot whom? That's one question. That's my question. Will it be Haas's day or will it be TG's day? TG has 4 kills. They have come this far not to actually go out of a fight. They have lost everything. Now they have nothing to lose. Look at this. Both the players going for energy drinks, going for painkillers, going for bandages, all the things that they have, all the strategies, all the resources that they can use right now in a 1v1 fight. This, like, remove each and every fight out of the equation. This 1v1 seems like a final circle, as if like they are 2 lone survivors in this barren area of Vikendi, and they are on a war with one another. Airdrop number 4 has an MK, but look at this. Arshiba Bait is actually shooting at him, and Octus is just sitting out there. One shot, one wrong shot from one player's side can take the other one to so low health that they cannot just put up a bandage or anything. And look at this thing as well. Pain Gaming, they are taking fights from Exodus. Oh, that was a bad calculation, miscalculation. Team Gravity goes out as the player just takes them down, and Exodus also goes out. We are 19 minutes and 30 seconds into the game, and out here you can see we have 14 teams surviving. We can make it 13 right now as Pain is in a lot of danger right now.
And Good Boy stole that Exodus kill. The player just ran way too close to the wall, got shot at in his face, and did not have an opportunity to survive as Good Boys were right behind. But talk about not surviving, Dream Team, they are going to be in trouble as well as they come neck and neck and up close and personal to Team Black. So this is going to be impressive as Dream Team already down 2 players. It was just a 3-man squad that was playing. Prince, the only man left standing. The Molotov is there. The man is burning alive. Tries to run out of this, but now he's out in the open. The shot's being fired. Prince down to 10% health. Hell, he's going to go for the finish on this one. Has the G36C in his hands. And how does he look to end it? The nade being cooked. He knows where Prince is hiding, right behind that rock. And the nade has been thrown. If it lands perfectly, I think it is going to take the man down. But it did shoot a bit long. So Prince, he is going to be healed up. Uses the first aid. Comes back to 75% health. But a nade from Prince is going to drop out the player from the side of Black. Zeus being taken out. Hell was dropped down to 10% health. 1 versus 3 situation. The revive coming in on Negroy is going to make sure that this turns into a 2 versus 3 situation, which is going to be a 2 versus 4 as a matter of fact, because Zeus is getting a revive. Hell is going for a flank, but can he get it? Will he get it? He has to act now, otherwise his team is going to be in trouble. Spots out Prince. The shot's being fired. The Uzi is going to connect from the side of Prince as Hell is going to be taken down. Team Black once again in trouble, but the flank was coming in, and Prince once again reacts really fast, takes down 3, turns the entire thing around. Manta, the only man left standing with a Tommy gun. Is he going to be able to clutch this one out? He needs to take down Prince ASAP. Prince sitting at 45% health, and he comes neck to neck, and Prince is going to be taken down as Dream Team take the exit. The man turned the situation around from a 3 versus 1 to a 1v1, but still went down to the hands of Manta.
But they have a fight in their hands as the circle is coming. 5th circle is in, and look at this. Empty read. He can spot the players and takes one down. Refueling the vehicle. You should not be refueling right now. TPP coming into the equation. They are taking the other one as well. But out here, Team Empty exits the stage as we are left with 11 teams and 40 players alive. I mean, why were you refueling the vehicle when one of your players just went down? That was a miscalculation out there. But ZeusEsport, a team that has made the name in the first game, they are going for the second game as one Molotov kicks in. This Molotov can do the damage. Yes, it is doing the damage. It is doing incredible damage. Burns out there. Inferno. And that Inferno just takes a whole team as Vengeance makes an exit as well. Incredible gameplay coming in from ZeusEsport.
Yeah, incredible gameplay. But once again, the pressure is going to be there because from the last game, they need to carry the momentum to this one as well. The last one, they got a chicken in, and today we noticed something different about Zeus. They are not scared. They are going for the fights as Black Manta on the other side is going to be taken down and his entire team is going to be wiped out. BlackTeam MGL is going to take an exit. Talking about Zeus once again, 5 kills on them right now, so they are doing pretty well for themselves. And one thing that's going to help them to do even better, it is going to be the airdrop number 5 that comes with the Groza, the level 3 helmet, armor, and the backpack.
I mean, as of now, but the thing is, look at this. Exactly the thing I was going to say. The thing is, the circle is going to be a changing factor.
Yeah.
The teams that are inside the circle is just one team for now. Rest assured, each and every team has to make their spot, and that team is ZeusEsport. Undak has level 3 helmet, level 3 vest. He has good amount of loot for himself, but not every day is going to be Sunday. Not every game is going to be theirs. They still have 8 more teams to fight with, as 9th being themselves. And look at this out here. Rogue Nation's Irregular has spotted a party out there on the top of a hill, as there were 8 to 12 players on that area for some reason. That was just something impressive. Look at this. Yes, exactly. Out here. Mysterious and Goodfellows, both the teams are out there on 2 different areas. That's just impressive.
Or as a friend of ours would actually say, 100 to well, it seems like 100 players.
Seems like, oh yeah. So a friend of ours says it's like 150-ish players out there fighting, and the lobby is like, what? I just invited 64. Why did that happen out here? All right, but nevertheless, look at this. The Wolf Squad players have gone down, and Wolf Squad is gonna take an exit out there. Andromeda is also in a bit of a situation, a trouble situation out there, and this is looking really bad as Imperial is taking the fight. Imperial versus Goodfellows versus Mysterious. Which team is gonna come out alive? Even one player surviving will mean a win for the team right now, but the players are falling short slowly and steadily. Imperial GG is moving in forward. Goodfellows is in a bad situation, in a bad trouble. They have 2 players alive. They have 1 player alive right now at this time. Grenades are also coming into the equation. All the throwables as they can use. Imperial Batman takes on 1 player as well. Andromeda takes the exit from the stage. Out here, Imperial's Batman, he can spot the other players. If he doesn't, it's going to be the end game for that particular team, as Jabotnik is out there. Jabotnik, if he gets spotted, he's not moving. He's not making any single turn out here. He's just trying to take the team. We're trying to take that location advantage if we can have it. He has a level 3 vest, but then that is completely damaged. 1 bullet just hits him. The level 3 vest is gonna exit itself from his body, but then what's gonna happen? Weapon wants to move in forward. Will Weapon go for it? Does he have the enough information required to where to go and where to shoot? I think so. He has. He was going for a Molotov. Molotov is in a wrong area. It's on a really wrong area, bro. You just burned your own teammate. That was something, as one of the players is gonna pop up a bandage right now.
Yeah. That was a bad move coming in, but on the other side, while you were casting that entire fight, did you notice something? ZeusEsport wiped out an entire squad. Andromeda was taken down from the game. And talking about wipeouts, Rogue Nation is going to take an exit as well, as Goodfellows. They are only left with 1 player in there. Botnik, he's hiding. He's surrounded by the players from the side of Imperial GG, but how long can he survive for? Oh, Mysterious. Zaku, he's in a bad situation, and he is slowly gonna die. I think one of the most painful deaths in the game.
No, he might get. Oh, Botnik is still there. What? No. What just happened out here?
Yeah, rewind that situation. Can we go back in time?
Can we just go back in time? I want that time machine right now. Back to the future, back to the past. I don't know what. Wait, what just happened out here? He saw him.
Yeah, this was okay. So the closest we have gotten to like this situation, this takes the bag for that. Like when you see a player hiding in the corner, you do nothing. The closest we got was in South Asia during the semi-finals. I think it was the last day when Nepali Oni were playing, and Lakhe OP was on Miramar, hid in a corner. There are 2 people standing in front of him, and none of them looked in his direction.
They looked in all the directions, but not his. But then this was
next level.
This was like from another universe that just came in out here. So this was like something else. I'm not gonna say anything. All right. So Good Boy is Rich on your screen, ladies and gentlemen. He is trying to spot some players from Pain Gaming. We'll have to see what happens. As Master Zaku, he has taken down 1 player as well. Like Mysterious. The Zaku got a revive. He steps up on his feet and takes the fight once again. And ZeusEsport still surviving, still looking hungry for a fight. The circle is still favoring them. I think they are watching my zone prediction videos in a good way or something. But then we'll have to see what happens as Pain Gaming. 3 players are surviving from this team as well, but they have to get inside the circle. Circle and them. It's an open road. The open road can make their game or break their game, as there are going to be eyes of teams that are gonna see who is crossing the road right now. Why did a chicken cross the road? To get a chicken dinner, if that's
no.
To get
that
on
sounds
the other
wrong.
Alright, sorry. To get on the other side, but look at this play. PNG and BGN just takes one player down and one more player as GoodFellows. I think Good Boys have taken the an exit or anything, and 4 teams remaining. And Pain also goes down. Good Boys, they take the exit on 5th out on your screen. Pain forward is on a domination right now. He takes one more player with his MK Auto. Mysterious gets eliminated. 3 teams surviving. Pain forward, the lone survivor, as one of the players needs a revive right now. Zeus once again closer to the chicken dinner for themselves. Imperial, they were 3rd in the previous game. Can they go for a 1st in this one? That's going to be one thing. You see the chicken forecast. It's ZeusEsport, Imperial, and Pain Gaming. Which team is going to win the second game? Will it be a back-to-back chicken for ZeusEsport? Are they going to rule this area like a king as they are in their names? Or is any other team going to topple them? That's going to be one of the questions out here. You know the information is there. Killa has been spotted and Killing is going for the sprays on his side. But while these 2 teams are fighting, there is one team that is still surviving. That is Pain. Nobody has their eyes on that team right now.
Yeah, no one is watching Pain Gaming as Imperial and Zeus go up against each other. And Kazan, he runs out, takes a lot of damage. There is Killing on the outside flank and he's doing amazing wonders for his team. But the nade just bounces and I don't think that's going to do much damage to him. He still managed to survive. Or was that a smoke just to cover him off? But that is not going to matter as Ably from the 1st floor is going to drop him down and knock him out of this fight. But now there are 3 more players still standing for the side of Imperial GG. And Zeus, Killa, he is just going to charge in. He is sitting at 50% health. 3 players right in front of him. Can he take this fight? Killing is right in front of him. So he can get the free kill as well. Ray on from the rooftop. The nade being good. It was a Molotov. He expected Killa to go far away. But no, Killa is quite close. So
Killa go for a grenade right now. He should be throwing a grenade. I don't think so he has a grenade. Because if there was a grenade, it could have taken 2 players at least. And then that would have been just 1 player, Ray, remaining out there. Still, 3 teams surviving. Pain forward. Pain wants to go for a late rotation. Imperial's Batman, he has had a Molotov on his face. And from Zeus, Kazan wants to move in. Players wants to move in. Killa wants to move in. Kazan takes down Pain Maga as Pain with 1 player is surviving right now. Pain Maga has been finished. So ZeusEsport is taking their fights on 2 different directions. Kazan is on the outside. He's just trying to spot 1 more player. That's going to be Pain forward. Which team is going to win, ladies and gentlemen? Batman still surviving. Batman on the rooftop. He has the best area, the best point to spot the players, best area to locate his enemies, and best area to take some kills, to turn some people into crate. Can he do that? He has Undak right in front of him, but then Undak and 1 smoke is out there. The smoke has popped up, but he is inside the building right now. Still 3 teams forward, still out there at this area. No one has spotted him. I think, yes, now he has been spotted as Kazan has spotted him. Kazan wants to take the fight with 1v1 right in front of him. And yes, this is going to be the end. Yes, 1 pixel is where he is surviving. 1 particular pixel, not anymore, as Ably takes the kill and Pain Gaming gets eliminated. 4v3. Imperial with 3 players. It's a 3v3 now as Undak has been taken down. 3v3 situation, ladies and gentlemen. Which team is gonna come in forward? Killa is also down. Kazan and Ably, 2 players surviving. Are they gonna go for a revive or are they not? 1 player from Imperial is also down. Weapon, you should not be reviving right now. 1v1 situation. Batman takes down 1. Batman, lone survivor. Lone survivor. 1 lone survivor. Can he get out inside the open? Yes, he can. Kazan is inside the house going for a heal battle. Can he go for it? Batman has no heals for themselves right now. They have heal, but then they are not using it right now. 6 first stage from Kazan. And he goes down. ZeusEsport gets eliminated on the 2nd, but Imperial with an impressive chicken dinner.
Yeah, Imperial, they were pretty impressive. And Zeus, that 1 mess up of running on the 1st floor, just being too aggressive, is going to cost them. And Batman, like, oh yeah, he is Batman. I mean, how do you beat Batman?
He did not pop even a single first aid, and that guy, the guy who was popping first aid, dies outside the zone because he did not have enough boost. Enough boost. He had 6 first aids, but alright, if you need to heal battle, you need to
boost up.
Put full boost. That's how it works. But on the other hand, Batman with just 10 HP still surviving. That was just...
I think Batman. So as we switched cameras, I think Batman started his heals as soon when he got in towards the asphalt. And Batman, he is the MVP. Obviously, his name is Batman with
I'm
5
Batman.
kills. I used to think that Batman did not kill anyone, but this Batman has 5 kills on him, 915 damage, and 6.6 kilometers traveled.
Batman has killed some people. I mean, all right. So there's this comic known as the Killing Joke.
Yeah.
Let's just go ahead. Don't go out of the
It ends in a
topic.
cliffhanger.
Yeah, it ends in a cliffhanger, and do read it, but guys. But it's a good comic. It's a comic. So out there, all right. But
Talking about comics, there is a really comical thing that happened in this game as well. That corner peek. Like, you peek a corner casually, hunting down for players, see a guy sitting there from the enemy teams.
Yeah, Botnik was just out there, and
I think even he got confused for a couple of seconds because he ran towards him.
he was like, "Hey, all right. So were you giving me some stuff, or like what was happening out there?" But
What do we do here?
yeah, what do we do here? But then let's just have a look at the top 5 players for this game of Vikendi. I mean, Vikendi game was also quite long, this one. But then out here, yes, exactly, this thing, because ZeusEsport has 12 kills in their hand, and Abely 7 for himself.
Yes, 7 for Abely from the side of Zeus. More like over 50% kill contribution for this one guy. Imperial's Batman is going to be second. Pain Forbid on the third position with 4 kills. Good Boy Sata is going to be on the fourth with 3 kills. And Killer from Zeus, he's going to be fifth with 3 kills as well. So ZeusEsports, pretty consistent in the first 2 games that they have played. A chicken dinner, and then on the second one you finish in the second position with 12 kills in total as well. So a lot of points coming in from the side of Zeus, and I think after that one they are definitely gonna go in the top 8, or are close to finishing inside the top 8 now.
I mean, yeah, that's gonna be like one of the things that's gonna happen out there. But I think if they go with the same pace, the pace that they have, first or second position good kills, they can just end up their day overall in the top 3 or top 4 easily. But then this game standings on screen, ladies and gentlemen, you can see Imperial GG. I mean, they had less kills, but then obviously that 20 placement points is what separating them and ZeusEsports on the screen. Pain Gaming on the 3rd, Mysterious on the 4th, Good Boys on the 5th, Rogue Nation on the 6th, GoodFellows on the 7th, Team Gravity was out there on the 8th position. Look at the drastic drop from 29. I mean, 29, it's a good thing. To 5 in just top 8. I would want to see what happens when we see the 9 to 16, because 5 points, and after that, all right, it's still like points are out there. But all right, so let's talk about Exodus this time. Early exit. Let's talk about all the other things that just happened out here with the teams. Like Khas, they were fighting with Team Gravity. They just took Team Gravity down, but still they could not make that impact as Team Gravity did.
Yeah, and Vengeance with that early misplay coming in when they fought up against Team Gravity. One player just being knocked out, landing in a really bad situation, and from there on out, even if you have the time. So there were 2 possibilities over there.
Yeah.
Either you could have gone for the fight, or either you could have gone for the rotation in towards the zone when you know your player is just going to be taken out.
Exactly. It's all those things. You are taking the fights. The fight started in the first circle.
Yeah.
They rotated for the second circle. The fight started in the second circle. They rotated to the third circle. The fight started in the third circle. Be with me.
Yeah.
They started to go out for the fourth circle, and that's where the fight just ended with one player dying outside the zone and the other one just killing the other one as well. So like they were constantly fighting with one another overall. That was like one of the things that just happened. I mean, had they had the other teams or maybe third parties, they could have gathered the kills, or might have, just had the area to take some kills for themselves as well. And their players could have been saved in the meanwhile when the shoots were happening and all those things. So apart from that, I think, like, if anything, today the team has impressed us a lot. One team, and that is ZeusEsport, like more than anything.
Yeah, Zeus have been impressive. And I think when we look at the overall standings, ZeusEsport is definitely going to have a good one for themselves. So let's have a look and see how Zeus is doing, how the other teams are doing. And see, already Zeus and Imperial already making into the top 5. So I think they can now actually contest for the second or the third position, because Famous is actually quite far ahead, 65 points for them.
Exactly.
But moving on, the other teams, they are gonna have a hard time, especially Team Gravity, because they right now they have a good standing, but moving on, if they have bad games again and again, it is gonna get hard for them.
Yeah, ZeusEsport is on the 5th position. Imperial GG also had a good jump by this one. They are on the 4th, and LordNepal is on the 7th position. So, like, there's, I mean, we will recalculate all the positions once again. But all right, the fact is, if anything, let's just see one thing. Let's just add one thing, that how many matches they have played, and see, this is the impact. Famous has had 8. NoChance has had 8. WatchMyGP, they have played 7, or if anything. But then Imperial GG with just 6 matches, they are on 97. If they go with with 2 more chicken dinners or something like that, it's kind of thing. But then if they go for it, that's going to be something that just changes everything for that team. ZeusEsports, on the other hand, they are going for a good start. And one team that we all thought after the first game that's going to have an impact, that was Gravity. They kind of stopped a bit with this game's momentum.
Yeah, their momentum has stopped in general. Like, from the first 4 games that they played down to the 6th game mark, they were leading the charge, but now the pushes are becoming hard for them. On the other side, moving on to the next set of teams, it is going to be the same thing. Pain Gaming, they are climbing slowly and steadily. Good Boys are climbing slowly and steadily. And Exodus, even they are making the climb, even after the bad game that they had on Vikendi. So that looks pretty impressive. But once again, moving and making a push is going to be harder for Exodus as well if they go for those splits, because this team is good as a unit. Every time they split up, they die.
Yeah, I mean, that's like one of the things that just happens out here, that every time they split up, they die. And that's quite amazing. Like, they need to change their strategies. If they go for it, they are quite an amazing and impressive team out there. So we'll have to see what happens. But then moving on, for the next set, you can see NoChance, Swanky Gaming, Dream Team, Andromeda, Mysterious, WayToConq, Zero at SYG. Like, they are trying to go in a good spot, and we'll see if they just end up in the good spot at the end of the day. But then talking about the last, from 25 to 32 or 31, if you may, like, the competition is out there as well. Rogue Nation, BlackTeam MGL, Team Harsh, GoodFellows, Cast, Friendly Fire, and Vengeance. I still think WW3 means World War 3. I know, but
why do you want to believe that, Ocean?
I see good memes. Okay, so nevertheless, coming back to the games and all, we have had 2 games.
Yeah.
Now it's just 2 games remaining for today. I mean, that's going to be one of the things. But then one of them is Erangel, like the home ground and those things. But then one of them, the Miramar map, is going to be out there. The biggest map, the snipers map, the DMRs map, the ridges map.
The map of sands, the map of mountains, the map where for a while nothing ever happens because it's just too damn big.
Exactly. And the thing is going to be that can these, all right, let's just talk about these players. Like, can these players, like, the impact that they're having, can they just continue that thing? Because you can see famous Amaras are still out there, and that's just impressive, because 26 kills, 3,492 damage, and then Godless is out there as well from NoChance, 22 kills. Famous Marvel, Chocolat, and all right, only one player is in the top 5, the person that is playing today. Rest all the players are not even playing today yet. They are in the top 5. That is just the best thing out there. Like, the impact that these guys have had, that's just impressive. More than impressive, because these 4 players, I think they have done commendable job when they were, whenever they play. They don't even need to play to stay in top 5. They're just there.
They're just there because when they play, they wreak havoc and they just drop the kitchen sink on their opponents and nothing else. It is an expression once again, Ocean.
Okay.
So I'll explain it to him while we're on a short break. You guys just stay tuned and keep watching. Hello everyone, and once again welcome back to PMCO 2020 Spring Split Wildcard Group Stages. My name is Varun Super Johnny John, being joined on the desk by Ocean Sharma.
Yup, and 2 games are done. 2 games are left. It's like 50% of the work is done, 50% is left. But then the first 50% were start to grind yourself once again. But the major thing is gonna be these 50%. The things that are gonna matter. See.
Yeah.
We had ups and downs in the game, like literally ups and downs, like fighting outside the first circle, the same fight outside the second circle, the same on the third, the same on the fourth, and then there was the TPP gameplay that was just going on out there. So things have happened, but then the major thing is gonna be those 2 games one side and this Miramar on the other side. This is gonna have a lot more weightage, because the fact is bigger map, more area to play with, more area to rotate with.
Exactly. And unlike Vikendi, where teams actually go for a slow-paced area, where just because of compound, open area, compound, that sort of a situation, you get easy rotations, and teams like to camp at distances to survive. And that's why the games on Vikendi are longer. But on Miramar, it's just open ground, lots of compounds, then lots of open ground.
Alright, before the match starts, I was just checking my hair on the TV, so I want to ask guys, should I have a man bun or something? I don't know.
No.
You're not, guys. Alright, so let's just get into the game, ladies and gentlemen.
No.
We are in the game of Miramar, as we are talking like the Miramar is going to be on your screens, and you see the plain path. Alright, it has, this time Ruins is not even near to the area, but it starts from kind of Campo Militar, goes to Los Higos, so you got Los Leones, you got La Bandita, you got Minas Generales, Graveyard, San Martin, Hacienda, El Azahar, and Impala. We have seen teams dropping to Impala, we have seen teams go to Shumasera as well, and we have seen one team go to Minas del Sur as well. Let's see where the teams actually head this time.
Let's see where they go, as RN is already going to go towards the Campo Militar area.
They have a split on Campo and Torre. That's how they roll.
I mean, one is a constricted area, the other one is sort of slightly open, but once again, Miramar, it's going to be the map of snipers, map of DMR, so you need to you need to loot as fast as you can and find your scopes. Otherwise, you are going to be in trouble if someone pops up with an M24, which is definitely going to happen, with an 8x on it, and you are just sitting there with an assault rifle with a 3x.
It's gonna be one of the things, but then see, it all comes like one person with Uzi can also 1v4 the other team, but it all depends like on your strategies. Like, to be honest, not gonna lie, previous season, it's present on my Instagram. I did 1v4 with a P18C, and one of the guys had an M249. P18C extended mag, not gonna lie, it had an extended mag, but it all comes to the strategies, like how you want to play it up, and what comes in your mind. And look at the circle. It's the water's not involved. It's totally out there, but it's on the areas where the teams haven't gone, like El Pozo, La Cabrera, water treatment. Those are the areas. But Hacienda is where MT and Wolf Squad is. And talking about the initial fights or something, I think Team Black can have an early fight with Dreams Prince. You can see Prince is just sitting out there with a Mini 14. He is going out. He's going inside the house just to take an adequate cover, as he does not have a helmet and vest. Black Zeus also just has an Uzi. Does not have any helmet and vest. The best thing is, each and every player is rocking the level, the 100 RP clothes. That's just impressive. Like, each and every player, they are in different teams, but still all of them have that 100 RP thing.
Hey, you gotta flaunt the stuff that you have and flex it on anyone who does not have it, make them feel bad just because they are not gonna be there. But talking about feeling bad, I think Cebu is gonna be feeling bad, as he was driven over by a van in these early stages. That we see a lot, but now Prince, he is there, has a shotgun with him. Oh, turns around, the person was not behind the door. Prince thought that Manta was hiding behind the door. He thought Manta rushed into that middle room, but that did not happen. Prince is gonna pay for that little mistake with his life. And on the other side, talking about mistakes, Sinister from the side of Team Gravity is gonna make another one, as Good Boys, they just charge in. 2 players from the side of Team Gravity being taken out. One was driven over, the other was shot down.
That is looking bad for Team Gravity right now. The team that was doing incredibly amazing in their first games, they are kind of falling apart right now. And Team Black MGL on your screen once again, ladies and gentlemen, they are still just trying to spot the players if they can. And see, if they did, it's going to be something, because this team, if anything, they have Scarl, they have Uzi, they have good guns for close and mid ranges, but then can they take the fights? That's one of the things. And MT versus World Squad. Two squads that are impressive out there in the early stages for San Martin, Hasi and the drop. But then this San Martin area is going to be catastrophic. As you can see, Meow does not have a helmet or a vest. They can spot the players. I think they have, the players have spotted them as well, as they lost each and everything. They are on just 10 HP, not yet taken down. Does not need a revive, but all they need is a bandage. One bandage that can change a thing for them. Like 10 HP difference will be enough for this person right now, as this person has spotted the players. And MT Skanik is also moving in forward. One player out here, two players are in the vehicle. They are trying to come to this player as soon as they can, and Meow with just one single this block to survive, one single rectangular block, cuboidal block to survive this one cover. On the other side, Finn had the M16, but Finn has moved to the other direction. This gives some time to breathe to Meow, so that Meow can just go down. But even dropping from there can just, lead some damage. Not right now. Yes, now it's a safe thing for them to just move in. I hope they find some first aid or a bandage out here. I mean, they have looted the area completely, but then as of now, that one thing, that one sigh of relief will mean a lot to them. They have a level 2 vest right now. They are gonna have a level 2 2x scope as well for themselves. But then what's gonna matter is, when will they get their teammates? Because teammates, are quite important in the early fights.
Yeah, teammates are going to be important, and they are definitely important when you're just standing there with 10% health. So Meow needs to find those first aid. As Ocean said, he needs those first aids, or I think even the bandages would do at this point, because anything is just going to be better than sitting with 10 health on him. Other than that, if he is just running around in the open with that sort of an HP, he's just going to be taken down by even anyone who comes at him. Unless the person charging him is not carrying a weapon. So that's the only scenario that Meow wins in. Other than that, it has been a while, so I think every single person in this game by now is definitely going to have the cars. And look at this, Ocean, RN, instead of going for a flank, they just went, all of the 4 players, I think, are headed towards Torre, because we have GF, GoodFellows, who went to Campo Militar, and that can actually put the team in trouble, because when you plan out your strategies, you were thinking about the fact, all right, 2 players, they are going to have this wide of an area, the other 2 are going to be looting on this wide of an area, and we won't have to basically be picky about our stuffs and think about the teammates. We can take all we want, but now they have to ration all that loot for themselves. And talking about rationing stuff, Meow, he's going to be taken down close to Hacienda del Patron, and he fell out of his car.
See, he had just 10 HP for himself, and that was not going to have, But then look at one thing, he's bleeding so fast. That's really fast that he's bleeding. And where is his team? They were in a vehicle before, so the distance that he has covered is from San Martin to Hacienda. That's just like 200 meters before falling out of the car. And where is the team? You can see Hugo is in a vehicle right now. Are they gonna charge in to revive their player? Even a single player matters out there. Or will Meow just bleed out? I don't think so. The revive is coming anytime soon. Hugo is moving in. You can see Hugo is moving in. But how far is he? Where is he right now? I mean, obviously in Miramar, that's the answer. But how far is he? That's going to be one of the things. As I don't see on Hugo's screen, I don't see his players number out there, like number 2 player, as we see when we play the matches. But that is going to be something. I think this is going to be the end for Meow, as Meow will be having that black light in front of him, and
now
there it is.
Yeah, there is the
now
exit
Hugo is
from
looting.
the
That's a good motive.
Okay, I don't think Hugo even was going for the save.
That's
just
plain dark. But all right, now let's talk about the things that are gonna matter out here. Now Wolves is gonna be playing with 2 players. Like they had 3 players for the start, but now they're gonna be playing with 2 players. So these 2 players, they will have to change something in the strategy, because even now Wolves is like all the three players are in were in three different directions. That's just something, some new strategy that the team has come up with.
Yeah, that can be a new strategy, but having less number of players is definitely going to put you at a disadvantage in those team fights, and that is just going to be brutal for these teams. But another thing that is going to be brutal, it's going to be rotating into the play zone now, because the blue zone is doing so much damage. Imperials, they have had a wonderful performance today, and they can actually turn things around for themselves, but for that they need to take these fights, they need to make the movements. And if I'm seeing this correctly, there is one team still stuck on that eastern edge of the map, and it is just going to be Team Black, still on towards the side of Impala. When is this team going to move? When are they going to rotate? And Imperials, they are also on the Los Egos Island. Weapon is still staying there. What is going on? That is going to be a super late rotation, considering the fact that next play zone is centered around the crater fields. So I think it's high time that these teams start moving.
I mean, yeah, obviously this is going to be like the time when these teams will have to move. See, Crater Fields area is looking a really, a decent to good area where you can just stay out there. You'll have a good ridge advantage as well to take the fights. You'll have a good area to just move in, barge in. Black team is still outside the circle. Imperials is outside the circle. Mysterious are just closer to the circle, like fairly, and rest assured, each and every team is kind of inside the circle. The team that is going to have a lot of open area to play with is going to be Rogue Nation. As from the northern area to La Cabrera, there's no team that can just contest them. No single team is out there, so they need to make the best use of time and get inside the circle, get to the La Cabrera before any other team gets. See, if you're the first one to enter in those areas, you can just gatekeep other teams' rotations. You can just blast their vehicles and all those things. You can just put them into danger. But look at this, outside the circle, using a bike right now, but then also using the bandages, as the bandages are gonna be helping as much as they can, as the third circle is gonna commence in no time right now. So the thing is, you can use bandages, but for how long? Because once the final bandage is done, after that, all you can do is wait and pray for you to move, and also that your bike does not topple in the ridges of Miramar.
Oh yeah, that can actually put you in trouble. But it is going to be Imperials that are going to be the team making the last rotation. So this can actually work out for them in a way that other teams, since they are already moving in, by the time Imperials actually make it into the area between the play zone and the blue zone, everyone is going to be in. Most of the teams are going to be in, so they are going to have an easy rotation to the next circle as well. But for that, you need to drive as fast as you can. Since, look at this, the player killing, he does not have any heals on him. No first aids, no bandages, no energy drinks, no painkillers, nothing. He is going to be in so much trouble, and I think he's just going to go ahead and go on top of the mountain and accept his fate for now. With a better view. Just go fast and furious and ride till you die.
Alright, but he just wants to, like, he's driving a good vehicle, and like it's from the open, like
Does his teammate have any? Can we
see weapon? Can we see weapon? Does weapon have, or weapon has any first aids? Does weapon have any first aids or something from his perspective? I'd like to see that. Weapon has one. That's a good number. King does not want it right now. He's just like, all right, let's just go first, then we'll think about it. And
both of them
are gonna die. At least give him painkillers. Go for the painkillers. All right, that was a good jump. That was a bad jump. I don't know, but then all right.
Alright, so okay, let's just see if let's move on from here. Let's move on
to a fight or something, like where the players are gonna be in close proximity. He's gonna move for the final first aid, and then 2 painkillers, and just one pixel. Oh, he makes it in the final magic pixel, and he is going in. This is the fight. Like, imagine put a motivational dialogue, something behind them. The zone is your thing. You have to get into the zone. Be the zone.
Yeah, you have to be the zone, but no one said anything about being the blue zone.
Alright, yeah, that's totally true. Meanwhile, AUG AU3 was on the screen, ladies and gentlemen, and Imperial's Batman.
He walks alone.
He walks alone, like that is his bike. You see, like if you have seen Batman, the good one, not the alright. So if you've seen Batman, the car just converts into a the Batmobile just converts into a bat bike, and that was just impressive out there. So right now, alright. So what is this new strategy? Players are still outside the circle. If you remember, alright, me and Varun, we casted a match. Me and Varun, we casted a match out in the South Asia, and I still remember the scenario in which 14 players died outside the play zone, if you remember that correctly.
And it was on Miramar as well.
Yeah.
Everyone thought that late rotations were going to work out for them, but they ignored the fact that, alright, if we are rotating late, we need to account for late rotation fights as well, wherein you take more damage from the bullets and damage from the blue zone at the same time. You need to worry about that. Everyone ignored that scenario, and everyone just ended up fighting each other in the blue zone and dying of the blue zone in an instant. Talking about dying for an instant, Exodus, they are just going to murder a player all alone, but now they're stuck out in the open and they are being shot at. Exodus takes a lot of damage. One of the players was dropped down to 70% health. But let's move on to the team that has lost one player to the blue zone. I think Weapon has made his way in now.
Yeah, I mean, Weapon has made his way. He had no, I don't think so. He has still made it. Look at him. He is still his health is still going down. If you see the health card now he has made his way inside the circle.
No.
Nope. So we'll have to see what happens out there. But then Andromeda is moving in forward on Batman, and we know Batman plays solo, and he is gonna go YOLO right now. Look at him. Look at him just charging in on the other direction, because right now he does not want a part of any fight. But the area where he's charging, he goes in from one squad and is gonna be contested by the other. As on his right, there is one squad. He gets 2 shots. He will be safe out here. Gets 3 shots as well. Low on health, and one more bullet is gonna take him down. And yes, Imperial's Batman goes down as Empty is gonna empty his crate after they just wipe him out. It's just Imperial's Ray and Weapon still outside the circle. Weapon still wants to make his way inside the circle. TG Octus takes down 1 player, takes down 2 players, eliminates the whole squad. TG Octus just wipes out an entire squad out here, because he just obliterates a vehicle with a vehicle blast. That was impressive.
Yeah, that was impressive. But TG, they are going to be in trouble as well. And now they have lost 2 players already. So it's going to be up to the 2 remaining players to take this game and clutch it out for the victory. But getting a chicken dinner with just 2 players, when you have teams like Zeus, teams like Imperial GG to deal with, it is going to be hard. Good thing for them, Imperial GG are down 2 players, and Aaron Goku was cooking up a nade but takes some damage from the players of Exodus. And Weapon, he does not make it. The man is going to be taken out by the Blues, and he's going to die all alone in there. And when I say all alone, I mean all alone, because all the other teams actually made it inside.
Yeah, I mean, all the other teams are there inside the circle right now. So that's going to be one of the things. And the circle has shifted, ladies and gentlemen. You can see it goes in from Crater Fields area to the other area. So now the major factor is going to be, how are you going to test your rotations? Because see, now it's gonna matter. All the areas are open, and this is gonna be one thing that happens. Pains Marga has spotted 1 player, just leaves them to 1 HP, almost bringing them down, but then they make it to safety. Empty Bugatti is taking a fight from ZeusEsport. This is one thing that I'd want to see, if Empty and Zeus, they take fight. And look at this, just 1 pixel was how they were saved. And Undak has been taken down, Killa has been taken down. I think ZeusEsports is in a lot of trouble. I would like to see how many players are surviving from ZeusEsports. And Black Fury, just 1 pixel, but then Empty Raid gets shot from the other direction. That is going to just change everything from them. And ZeusEsports gets eliminated on the 15th. The big upset of today. That is a bad thing that just happened for ZeusEsports right now.
Yeah, that is definitely going to be a bad thing. And Zeus, they are not going to be happy about that one, because now there is going to be trouble. Good thing for them is, after the first 2 games, they have pretty much secured a lot of points. Still have 2 more games to go. And Miramar, even if you lose this one, you can get the next one that is going to be played on Erangel. So slacking off in 1 game after the kind of performance that they have put, I think it is going to be okay. They are not going to be happy just because they wanted the chicken dinner on this one, but it is not going to matter that much for them. On the other side, a team that it is going to matter for is going to be Imperial GG, because they are still looking to contest right a spot above Zeus. Talking about spots, empty. They are going to be in a difficult spot themselves as GoodFellows. They come charging in. They have heard the cars. They saw them, in fact. And now the ridge is going to be their cover. It is going to be the thing that protects them. On the other side, GoodFellows, the nade coming in. Is it going to take them out? Oh, falls a bit short, but a lot of players have taken them damage. And Karnik with that M4 dishes it out. And GoodFellows being taken out by Team Empty. All 4 members. Karnik was the only man who took damage. They just wiped out GoodFellows, just like taking some health damage on just one guy.
Exactly, and out here, Rogue Nation's players you can see on your screens, ladies and gentlemen. TG Octus is on a domination right now as he takes on the players of Mysterious as well. BlackTeam MGL also gets eliminated out there. 12 teams remaining, 34 players alive, 18 plus minutes into the game. What's gonna happen? Casper, that grenade, can he just do the damage out there? The players have had their full health right now, but then the grenades are falling a bit short. What's gonna happen? I wanna see what's gonna happen out in this one. But look at this. They have a good reach from themselves, but the circle is coming. The circle, they might have to shift the direction if the circle just goes for a perfect shift. And yes, it's a perfect shift. Look at the circle. It's totally centralized circle, and no team is inside the zone. The closest team is going to be Mysterious that are at the edge of the circle. And look at this. From the upward side, Exodus is getting in the circle as well. Good boy Casper had spotted some players from Rogue Nation. They were trying to spray. The vehicle is in a bad health right now, but still they are gonna make it outside the vehicle and are gonna go for the airdrop for the first time. But then Good Boys are not gonna let them go for it. But then Vengeance on the other hand, Dinesh takes down one player. Empty Bugatti has been taken down as well as Andromeda takes the fight for themselves. Good Boy is taking fight against Rogue Nation. What's gonna happen? VNG Vengeance is trying to go for a comeback right now, but still 12 teams alive. We cannot be sure if they can go for this comeback, as this is gonna be the 20th minute mark that we're gonna reach in less than 10 seconds. Rogue Nation, they have spotted players of Good Boy, and they have spotted the players of Vengeance as well. One grenade from Pain Fob. It takes on 1, 2, 3 players from Exodus. That is just amazing. Imperial GG gets eliminated. The big names getting eliminated. Exodus gets eliminated as well as one grenade from Pain Forbid. Domination. 3 kills from his side. That was just amazing. And VNG Samjanat here. She's trying to spot the players on the other side with AUG, and Rogue Nation players are also taking the fight. The crowd shot takes 1. Aussie with that Uzi right now is just going rogue on his opponents.
Yeah, he is going rogue in fact, but now he needs to be careful as the other player from the side of Good Boy has heard the shots. And that was so close to a revive. Did not get it and died in the brush. Sarich is the only man who is left standing, and he is going to be taken out as well. And as Aussie turns his attention to him, and that is just going to be unfortunate for the team. But Vengeance, they are putting up an amazing play this time around. The team still has 3 people alive in this game, have 2 kills for them. They have the high ground, have the drop ghillie suit, and can actually go for the placement points.
Look at this. Archibald this time is just solo survivor. What's gonna happen? Is the TPP gonna come in good this time? That's my question. As you can see, Andromeda really close to them. Andromeda has 7 points. Andromeda has 4 players. But one thing that Khas's players, Archibald does not have, that's gonna be the circle. He has to wait inside the circle right now. 5th circle coming in. The damage is gonna be a good with this one. And Khas, as you can see, Archibald is outside the zone. Will he be giving the kill or not? Andromeda's players are gonna go in. Why are they going in right now? They have a free kill right next to them, but then they don't know the location. Archibald with those 2 first aid pops up. 1 is gonna pop up. 2nd, not yet. He's gonna go inside the zone right now, but then he's gonna meet Andromeda's players out there in a 1-1 combat. Very low on HP, 1 HP, and thanks for coming. Thanks for giving the kill. As with just 1 HP, he was taken out just as at an instant. 7 teams were out there, and now it's 6 as 1 team just fell short. 6 teams remaining, 16 players alive. Dream is still out there with 2 players surviving. They landed with 3, now they are 2. We'll have to see which team just comes up on top, as Team Gravity for a change is surviving now in this one.
Yeah, Team Gravity is surviving, but look at this. Andromeda is the team with the most kills on them, sitting at 9 right now. And Team Gravity, they still have 2 people alive. They lost the first 2 players early on. And Mysterious Zaku, that smoke, is it gonna dish out the damage for now? It was a Molotov, I think, that he threw. Yeah, it was a Molotov that Zaku threw, just pushing the players from the side of Vengeance a little bit back. And Vengeance, in a good position, can spot out the players from Andromeda that are coming from the low ground, trying to climb the mountain, still at the edge of the blue zone, so they need to move in as well. Junior is charging in towards these guys, and the other players from Vengeance. Oh, the car coming in! It just passes him by. He barely misses it. He's gonna be happy about the fact that he survived. Junior, how can you be so lucky? But now he is going to be taken down as Sanjana stops, turns around and shoots the man in his face.
That was something impressive, but then look at this, mysterious players with those AWMs. Can they pop the heads? Samjana is going rogue right now as Samjana is popping out the players. Impressive gameplay by Samjana out there. And Andromeda, 1 HP surviving. Mysterious players are going well, but what they started is going to be ended as Samjana has taken another kill for themselves. But look at this, Ragnar moving in forward. 1 versus 1, gets shot from behind. 1 shot, 2 shots, 3 shots, and this is going to be end as I think Samjana wiped an entire squad, if I'm not wrong. That was just amazingly impressive. Team Gravity gets eliminated on the 5th as well. 4 teams remaining, ladies and gentlemen. 7 players alive, single digit players out there. It's a 3v, 2v, 1v1. Vengeance with just 1 player. Dream Team with just 1 player. Mystic out there. Samjana out there. Outside the circle, level 3 helmet and vest are proper in a good condition right now. But where are they going to move? They are going to loot the crate. Nope says no to the crate. Has an AUG and is doing wonders with that AUG right now. But the game is not done for now. Pain with all its players. Look at this, the damage out there, 718 by MT Kanek. I mean, MT has exited the stage, but still, the damage still reflects out there. Samjana on the 5th with 404, 441 for Pain Black, and out there, Octus from Team Gravity was also out there. Grenades and all the tribbles are coming in as soon as they can. The Molotov was out there, as you can see on Sanjana's side, but still, not spotted, not being spotted, still trying to go for it. Which team is gonna win? Samjana has a cover from the ridge on one side and vehicles from the other side. Dream Mystic on the screen, ladies and gentlemen. Dream Mystic has been spotted from behind. That is going to do a lot of damage in the form of crates, as 1 kill goes to Pain as well. 3 teams remaining. The comeback game for Vengeance out here. Winner chicken dinner forecast says that the teams are going to win. Right in front of you, you can see the Mysterious out there. But can they win, as they have the numbers advantage for themselves, and these 3 players can wreak havoc. 3v2v1. They are fighting with each other. Vengeance does not need to pop even a single bullet right now, because if they do, it's going to be a bad situation. But look at this. Sotko is right in front. Sotko is going to lead the charge for the fights right now. And Pain does not have the zone for themselves. They have to move in. They have to come in through the open. Only the smokes are things that can help. And sometimes also moving in forward. Sansa can spot Mysterious players. Which team is gonna get a chicken dinner out there as Black is moving forward? 1v1 standoff can happen, and Zaku with that AWM wants to pop the head in the right direction almost, because there is a tree in front of him. But then that was a perfect shot if that would have landed, and the smokes are there, but there's no one out in those short areas. But then look at this, players moving in forward. Shadow low on health right now, is just on 20 HP, still surviving Sanjana with that 6 times AUG. What is Sanjana going to do? That's going to be one of the questions, as the solo player surviving, and to 1 bullet takes down once again. That is impressive gameplay by this person. Molotov, will the kill be stolen? Is the kill being stolen out there, as Marga is still out there getting a revive and has been revived out there. Sanjana is taking fights with 2 different teams. That is a bad decision right now, because you should not when you are solo. But look at this, Masters players, the player that was up front, Shotko, his health and his vest and helmet are totally done for.
Yeah.
Not Sotko, sorry, the other player. The helmet and vest are totally done for. Marga still out there in those areas. What's gonna happen? This is the final standoff between 3 teams.
Yeah, this is the final standoff indeed. And it has been a while since I've seen a 1 versus 6, but that is not gonna happen, as Samjana is gonna be taken down. And Vengeance exits the game. Now it's Pain versus Mysterious, and Mysterious is gonna take the chicken dinner, as both the players from the side of Pain are gonna exit the game early on. 9 kills for Pain as well. And Samjana, okay, so let's talk about this. Vengeance, they have 5 kills. All of them are on that one person.
all of them are with the AUG and 6
Yeah.
times. That was an impressive gameplay for what it just came in. And I mean, in the areas, like one thing that I said, once Samjana was shooting on the players of Pain, you should not just change your attention, shoot on Mysterious at that time. See, you were charging on the team as Mysterious was also charging on the same team.
Yeah.
Once you shoot on the other team, then it's going to be two teams charging on you. And that's one thing that just happened out there. They were trying to take the fight from both the directions, and that just, backstabbed them. But then, Mysterious just won it. So let's just see who is the MVP for this game right now, as it is going to be Zaku with 3 kills, the guy with the AWM, 333 damage, 2543, 8.86 distance covered. So 3 kills and 300 damage. That, and the shot through smoke that almost would have hit the person. That was just impressive presence.
That was actually pretty impressive, and it was a blind shot as well, right on his enemy's body. But with the AWM, even that is deadly. So the tree was there, and it was good game sense from the other person as well to know that, alright, do not take the risk. Even if there is smoke, I can't heal up in the open, stay behind cover. And from there on out, we saw the MVP. Let's see the top 5 players in this game as well and see how they are doing, as Samjana from Vengeance is going to be there with 6 kills to the name and 600 damage coming in, 2 headshots. And Pain Glack is going to be on the second, 5 kills. Team Gravity's Octus is going to be third, 4 kills. Good Boys Sata is going to be fourth with 4 kills. And MT's Kanek is going to be there with 3 kills to his name.
Yeah, but the damage of MT Kanek, you see 780. He was in the top damage dealers when we were, looking through the side feed.
Yeah.
And that was impressive by this guy. Like, he has just 3 kills, but then damage dealing is where he was outshining, and that outshining is being shown out there. But then a comeback game from Vengeance in an upset. ZeusEsport gets eliminated on the 15th with just 1 kill. So I would like to see, like, where does this put them? Like, in overall, obviously they'll be having 2+ points, like two additional points for themselves. But then where do they go up? Do they go down? How does that happen? But before that, we're gonna go to the Miramar standings, obviously, because Miramar is what we have witnessed right now. Mysterious was out there with 6 kills, 26 points for themselves. Pain Gaming on the second, Vengeance WW3 on the third. Andromeda has stepped up their game this time. Team Gravity also going for a good comeback. They were out there on the 4th and 5th respectively. Dream Team on the 6th, MT on the 7th. Look at this. MT was eliminated on the 7th. Still, Kanek has impressive damage strat for himself. Good Boys on the 8th position with 9 points for himself.
But moving on from 9 to 16, let's have a look and see how the teams on the lower half of this table are doing. Cast is going to be on the 9th, Rogue Nation on the 10th, Exodus, even they had an early exit after the kind of play they have put up in the first 2 games, dropping down to the 11th position in this game. Team Black on the 12th, ZeusEsports on the 13th, Imperial GG on the 14th, GoodFellows on the 15th, and Wolf Squad on the 16th. So Zeus and Imperial in the overall standings, they are next to each other as well, and in this game standings also they are next to each other. So that again is pretty interesting. But from here on out, when we move on to the overall standings, I think Vengeance is gonna have a big boost. And if they can actually get a couple of more games like the one that they had in this one, I think they will be able to make it into the top 24 easily.
I mean, yeah, they should be able to make it in the top 24, but then for that, obviously, we'll have to go to the drawing board and trash the numbers, because where each and every team is in the overall. I would love to see that, where the teams are and where the teams are gonna be. So let's just have a look and see which team had a good jump and which team had a good fall. Which team was Humpty Dumpty out here? Famous on the first, NoChance on the second, WatchMyGP. The top 3, they are not going anywhere, but maybe after the final game, as Team Gravity is slowly and steadily just moving up, they have 98 points for themselves. Imperial GG fall short, ZeusEsports fall short. So with just 1 game and 11 points, Team Gravity had a jump from 7th to 4th. That's something we saw in South Asia as well, from 7th to 4th position. And Pain Gaming on the 7th position, ladies and gentlemen. LordNepal is out there on the 8th one.
Yeah, but moving on to the next quarter, the second quarter of the standings, let's see how things change over there. WMGxCloud take a drop on the 9th. No Mercy drops down to 10th. Good Boys is going to be on the 11th. MT is going to be on the 12th. Savage Hunter on the 13th. Mysterios on the 14th position for now. Wolf Squad, they are on the 15th spot. Andromeda on the 16th. And these standings on this quarter as well, they do not change that much. But now, once again, the teams climb and drop from here and here on out. Dream Team on the 17th. Exodus, they dropped down from the top 16 to the third quarter of the table on the 18th for now. 4 Angry on the 19th. NoChance on the 28th. Swanky Gaming on the 21st. 22nd being taken by WayToConq, Zero Death on the 23rd, and Rogue Nation on the 24th. But on the last quarter, that is where Team Vengeance was. And let us see how Team Vengeance is doing and how much they have climbed. Look, from the second last to the 27th. And moving on from here, if they can have another couple of games like the one, as I said, another couple of games where they earn sort of a total of 20 or 16 points in total, somewhere between that, they can actually try and make the push for the top 24 and qualify somehow for the semi-finals, because that is going to be the goal, to stay in the top 24, not out of it.
Yeah, exactly. Like that is going to be one of the goals out there. But then the major thing is, even after the 8 games will be over, like the final game of Erangel, nothing will be lost. If you'll be at that 25th or 26th, you'll still be having the chance. But then you'll have to remember that all the other teams will also be out there, just trying to put themselves in the top 24. For some teams, it's gonna be easy one. For some teams, it might be difficult one. For some teams, comebacks are gonna be out there, just like Vengeance had. For some teams, 2 good games and 1 bad game can also let them lose, make them lose their position. So all those plus and minuses are gonna be out there, but we'll have to see like what goes where in the scenarios as the games are gonna progress slowly and steadily.
Yeah, definitely we'll be seeing that, and especially on the next game that is going to be taking place on Erangel as well, because that is going to be the last game for today, and after that we just have 2 more days to go, so that's like 4 games per team remaining. And you need to make those remaining 4 games count, because a single game messed up for a team like Vengeance is going to put them in a lot of trouble. You need to start climbing, and that last game, it was just one person performing really well. Imagine if all the other 3 players actually start stepping up their game.
That is just going to be, taking them, making them climb the ladder one step by one step by one step, and maybe just maybe they jump on that ladder and just sit at the top. Not at the top, if anything, but then maybe in the top 5 or something. That's just going to be more than impressive. Like, impressive won't even be a word. That just shows that each and every team has a fight in them, but then that fight, once you just bring it out, it's just more than impressive to just see.
Yeah, it is definitely impressive to watch, but as I said earlier, we have 1 more game to go for today. That is going to be Erangel, which is going to happen after a short break. You guys just stay tuned and keep watching. everyone, and once again, welcome back to PMCO 2020 Spring Split Wildcard Group Stages. My name is Varun Super Jolly John, being joined on the desk by Ocean Sharma, and we are about to head into the last game for the day, which once again is going to be played on Erangel.
I mean, the last game, the final game for Wildcard right now. Group B, Group C, we have seen them go up, we have seen them go down. We have seen two good games by one team and then suddenly, getting eliminated on 15th. We have seen a team that got eliminated on 15 two times, but then comes up at top 3. So, a lot of ups and downs have happened. But which team is it gonna be that takes it in the last game? Will it be Team Gravity just stepping up out of nowhere and just taking up the position, or will ZeusEsport just go in once again for the top 3 finish?
Or will another team step it up and try and take the crown? A team like Pain Gaming probably, who can actually
Pain Gaming has been incredible. I mean, the previous match for Pain Gaming, Miramar was good. I mean, it can be even better.
It can be even better. So can it be one of these underdogs, either Pain or Vengeance, who can go in for the finish and try and make it their way into either the top 16 or just a safer spot that can guarantee them that they will move on and they will play in the semi-finals, because that is going to be required. You need to stay in the top 24, but the lower you are, the riskier position you have of being kicked out.
Yeah, I mean, those are the things. See, obviously, it's like now the games have just started. We are about to hit the 8-game mark, the overall 8-game mark. But after this, the thing is going to be, right now, if you're in the bottom 8, you still have a chance. But as by one game, as the situation progresses, if you're still in those areas, it just becomes like a funnel where it's the end point is just like if you're at 25th, you can just make it. If you're at 26, you can make it. But 27, 28, you can try to make it. 29, 30, 31st, it's going to be a difficult task. So,
an ode to a team, Elementrix from South Asia, that actually barely managed to qualify for the finals in that way. And 7C from South Asia as well. They qualified for the semi-finals with just 1 point, had an amazing performance in the semi-finals.
Yeah.
And then in the finals is where they sort of flustered. But still, they played in the finals. That is going to be the point.
Let's just see a head-to-head between Imperial versus Gravity. Like, Imperial has been incredible, Gravity has been incredible, and they both are standing at the same point number. They both have same chicken dinners, but that is where similarity ends. After that, it's just 3 kills a difference that Imperial is lacking behind, and I want to see, like, what happens. Where are we gonna go after all of this? Like,
yeah, where will things head to? Because Team Gravity, the kills are keeping them up ahead. But if Imperial GG, if they have a game like the first one on Erangel or like the second one on Vikendi that they played today, if Erangel is going to be the same as the way it started, then Team Gravity could once again take a drop. Because on Erangel, Team Gravity did not do that well.
Yeah, I mean, see, But Team Gravity knows how to come back. We know the players. We have seen if they dominated one game, if they had a good domination in the other games, like the first day when they played, Famous was against them, and yet they managed to take out a chicken dinner. That means they have that fight in them. But then I don't know what is lacking behind in them right now. But in the previous match, it was good. They finished in top 5. Still, I want to see how far they can push their limits, because once you push to a particular area, your limit exceeds and you want to push it to that area, and we will be watching that in the final game of Erangel, ladies and gentlemen, as the plane path is on your screen. Previously, it was all the northern areas. Now it's going to be a southern to mid areas. You can go to Pochinki, you can go to Gatka, you can go to Primorsk, Peripia, Novorepnoy, Military Base, Milta, Pava, Lipovka. Good areas are out there. Yeah. But can you just have a good game? That's a question.
That is definitely going to be an important question, and the teams need to answer this one as well. Because this last game on Erangel, after this, most of the teams are going to be sitting at the point wherein they have completed 8 games. It's just going to be 4 more remaining.
Yeah.
So as soon as the number of games start decreasing from here on out, the troubles are going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. So you need to make this one count, and it is going to be important for the teams in the bottom to get the chicken dinner on this one, because they have been performing well, but they are still quite a distance away from that chicken dinner. And talking about Imperial, one of the teams that we saw the head-to-head for, they are going to head towards Nova Repnoy this time. Cause they are going to take the Milta power for themselves and the Milta city, the edge of the Milta city as well. Team Black are heading towards the military base island. But where is Team Gravity going to go for now? They have taken the exit from the game, and one player is looking to go towards the Gatka area, while the other, Sinister, is heading towards the northern part of the same location.
Yeah, so the drops are going to be an important factor, because as of now, the circle has not formed. The circle is going to form in a while. And yes, now the problem actually comes. Khas is in a good location when you're going to look to the circle. Imperial is in a good location. We're going to see it through the circle. Black is in a good location. Like, the circle is favoring them, but then Rogue Nation, Dream Team is kind of at the edge of the circle, as they are for a water ruin split. And ZeusEsport is starting their loot from ruins. Yeah. How many times you see a team starting their loot from ruins area? Like, a ruins area cannot have a 4 players loot, but still.
It does not. Ruins does not have enough loot for 4 players to actually come up with basically a full loadout. On the other side, the other areas around ruins, they are high priority as well. And if teams actually that are landing there, if they start collapsing in on these guys, then this one team is going to be in so much trouble. They are going to have to get out of there as fast as they can, basically.
Exactly, like that's like one of the things. But then look at this, they're getting out of fast things. This is going to be a bad thing as farm split. It can be bad. The grenade is in a good situation. Empty Finn is low on health right now. Has an M4, has level 1 helmet, level 2 vest, is going to apply the bandages. But then a bad thing is now Pains G and BG, and he has had one shot, one opportunity. Why am I sounding like Eminem? But he has had one opportunity, and in that what he did is he used his grenade. It just drops his opponent to 50% HP. Now it's a fight of shotgun versus an M4, because the guns are gonna be out there in the equation. Will he go for some other resources, pick up some different gun? Because if the fight goes for a longer range, that's gonna leave them into shreds. But I think the cover has arrived, either to just run away from here or to just be here, and running away is gonna be one of the choices, as they are just moving away. Good decision out there by Pain, as an M4 obviously was going to do some damage. As out here, as you can see, and UMP also does that. Wolf Squad's player takes down one from Mysterious. Zaku has gone down. What's going to happen as Pain is slowly and steadily just gonna go and collide with the squad, as the players are still going for it. Smoker with that extended mag on his UMP. How far can he go? He'll go as far as where he needs to form a crate, and that's one thing that he just did right now. But this team has to get inside the circle, 2,200 meters. That is a lot of distance, and just 30 seconds remaining on the clock. I think they have to be on their toes or in their vehicle as soon as they can.
Yeah, definitely. They need to do one of those two things. Otherwise, they are going to be in so much trouble. Talking about trouble, MT, they are taking on the players from Pain Gaming. And Pain is going to be in trouble, as Black is going to be taken out just in an instant by Rati with that Uzi in their hands. And the two SMGs, they are going to be brutal for anyone who comes across this one player in the squad house. The other teammate is quite close by. So unless they get collapsed upon by an entire 4-man squad, MT is going to be pretty much safe. And Karnik is coming in from the distance as well. So Pain just lose one player for no cost to MT. That was just a free kill that was handed over. Karnik is going to be there, and the loot is going to be shared between these two teammates.
Exactly. Like it's going to be there's a reward for actually going for the fight. And look at this, Dream Team's player Mystic trying to spot the player. Good Boys squads, Rich is out there, but what's going to happen? Rozok fight, 300 more meters is the distance that they have to get inside the circle right now. But as of now, M16 can do the damage. Level 1 helmet, level 1 vest. Instead of doing damage, if he takes some damage, that's going to be a really catastrophe for the team, because he will be left out in the open, and that's one thing that a player does not want right now. They want to take the fight. They want to be in in the area where they will be having adequate cover. I mean, this area gives them a cover from up front, but then not from behind. So that's going to be a bad thing. Good boys, Rich on the screen is level 2 helmet, level 2 vest, has a good area, has a good house for his cover, and has the M4. And on the other hand, Abely takes down one with his AKM as this guy goes for it. He's about to take down 2, and yes, just takes down 2 as well. ZeusEsport going for another. They are looking for another kill. Are they looking? Are they going to go for it? That's going to be one of the questions. I think they are going to. Oh my god, the vehicle just rammed on him, and the third person also goes on. Killer this time, taking out the third person, and just one player remaining, and that is going to be the end as Rogue Nation exits the stage as vehicle. I mean, this guy never needed any gun. He just went in with the vehicle.
Yeah, ending an entire squad in style. Zeus, nothing less than this can be expected from them. And was this a 2 versus 4 fight for this team? Because Zeus, this team getting an amazing performance in the first game as well. The first chicken dinner was theirs today, and if they can do it again, that is just gonna mean that Zeus actually make it into the top 3 for now. And being there is just gonna mean that you are secure. You can mess up in the next 4 games and you are still gonna make your way in towards the semi-finals. But now once again, let's talk about this. The circle is centered around that Milta farm area. So Shelter, Milta, Novo and the Novo Bridge area is gonna be one of the connection points. As how many teams? There are 3 squads in there on that military island, and all of them are taking that same Novo Bridge. So MT, who are camping there, they can have advantage, but Team Gravity are closing in as well on their location, and they can take out MT, take their spot, and then camp the bridge for themselves. But that is just going to cause trouble, because once you start fighting MT and the other team start charging in from the bridge, it is going to be a third party. Talking about parties, Black Hell taking those shots from the players of Imperials. He is going to run behind cover, and he's going to be safe for the next couple of minutes until he comes out on the other side, and he remembers that he needs to be on the main island and not this one.
Yep, and so Batman, he needs to spot the players right now. I mean, they have a good area of this bridge right now. They have good amount of loot for themselves. But then, yes, exactly this thing. MT is going to be, just creating havoc. And talking about creating havoc, Dreams Mystic takes on one person from Good Boy. I mean, we can say one boy from Good Boy squad. And they have just taken them out. Now, MT Bugatti is moving in backwards. Team Gravity, a team with which the players have a lot of expectations from. The players, the fans, the squad itself has a lot of expectations. How are they gonna roll in this one? A big question out there for the team as well as for the players. And Black Hell, that's gonna be a lot area to swim. But the best part is it's still inside the zone, it's still inside the area. So yeah, he can just swim in. Wait a second, look at this, going through the water area. This was a really good shot that just came in. And on the other hand, coming back to the fights, Team Gravity, I mean, they've had good skill power, they've had good firepower. The one thing that they are lacking is the ability to convert the knocks into the kills and the ability to take the fights inside the circle, not outside the circle. Like, they were taking the fights, they were dropping dead bodies, but then all of this was happening outside the zone, and that is one thing. And they have been spotted as a guy who has taken some damage, has 4 first aids, 10 bandages. I think he has adequate heals for himself. And the first airdrop, ladies and gentlemen, for you has Groza. Level 3 stuff. And the zone, look at the zone, it's still quite centralized. It's a good circle, it's a good day for the teams to actually compete inside the circle. But Mysterious is still 2,000 meters outside the circle. Wolf Squad is 1,000 meters outside the circle. Why are these teams just going for so late rotations, and that too in the second circle? Look at this, the jump. I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the ground.
Oh, right, he landed it perfectly.
Yeah, I mean, that's one thing, but then he just rammed in a tree after that. But then the thing is, the movements are quite late, and that can cost a team a whole match. And look at this, Black Manta moving in forward. Black Fury has been taken down. 1v3. Can he go for it? M16 on GF's players. What's gonna happen as Goodfellows has spotted the players, and they just dropped them down with an M16. This was incredible. The burst guns are coming into the equation and are dropping crates like crazy.
Yeah, it has been crazy, but Black, they are once again gonna be in trouble as hell. He did survive, but look at this. He is going for the swim this time around, and that can mean that he can get caught out. But Grimmy from Goodfellas, he has the Uzi in his hand, is looking to hunt down Manta, is going to spot him out. And I don't think he even needed those bullets. As another player, Botnik, is going to find Zeus. And Team Black losing 3 players. Hell, the only man surviving. Can he make sure his squad survives to the later stages, or is he going to be caught out before he even touches dry land, basically?
Yeah, like that's going to be one of the questions out there. And all right, so one thing is
okay, let's do this.
Yeah.
5 teams in the blue zone. Wow.
That's like they can have their own area to fight with one another. That's gonna be one of the things. Like Goodfellows, Wolf Squad, Good Boys, and Mysterious. One more team was inside the circle, but then they just reached the circle, just like Mysterious did. Like 2 players of Mysterious did. The other one more player is still fighting outside the circle. Wolf Squad's Meow. And you remember what happened in Miramar with Meow, so I don't want the same thing to happen in this particular fight. But then this is more of a play zone fight rather than being a gunfight with these teams. And yes, exactly. Almost.
No, he
what's
makes
gonna happen? Will he make it? Yes, he makes it. But the major thing is just has 2 energy drinks.
Oh, you see the car passing by in the distance. You saw the car. If they are, they are definitely not his teammates. And if they hear his vehicle, they spot him out. 1 bullet could kill Shadow in an instant. He's still driving the bike, going at maximum speed on the mountain.
Imagine if the tri-bike topples. That's also going to leave him down. So what's going to happen? Because tri-bike has the least balance of all the bikes. He has spotted the vehicle. He knows the vehicle. A good area to stay in and top. All right. So for now, he has 2 energy drinks. Will he find some bandits out in this one? Finds the 3rd energy drink. Good day for this guy out here. But then another team, Wolf Squad's Hugo, still trying to take a fight with the circle. But then they have Smoker right up front. So that's going to be a good thing.
And yeah, they are going to be in the circle for now. But once again, even this circle on Erangel, it is in a weird situation because a lot of water being involved. Talk about this, the southern side of Milter. Oh boy, this is going to be so interesting because now the bridge is going to be camped as well. You can fight off from the bridge, the edge, the sort of riverbank, the part of the island that just meets the water, that is going to be available for the fights. And if you're fighting from there, you are not going to be safe from the back because once again, as I said, the bridge is going to be available so teams can actually stay on the bridge and shoot the people on the edge of the island. Smoker, he's going to get his revive from the side of Wolves. Meow is there, but now once again, you need to make your way in towards the next circle. You made it to the last one. Now the next one is going to be a priority because those 2 players, they are 1,000 meters away from the next circle. They need to fight the teams before they go there. And Hugo, another person who is going to be quite a distance away, is going to try and meet up with his teammates. Oh no, Mysterious, they lose 1 more player as the fight did not work out for that team. And good boy. They are going to be pretty happy about the fact that the AUG is theirs, the ghillie suit is theirs, but MT still wreaking havoc. Good boys, one of the players, Archie, has been knocked down, so the revive should come in at any second. But once again, you need to be careful as well, because reviving out in the open means you are going to be vulnerable at that point, and you do not want to do that. Archie needs to make his way indoors or in towards some sort of a shed, some cover at least, so that he can get his revive from his team.
Yeah, and what's going to happen out here? As you can see, the players are moving in, the players are moving out. What is happening? Like, good boys, they are trying to spot the players, and once again, the shots have been put up. 27 damage done, but still they'll just move to safety. And what did I just see with the zone? The circle is 50% water area right now. That's something different. Look at this. The circle is in the water area. The players from Black, they are still safe, still surviving. That's just a different part of the story. And AUG, 2 bullets. Oh yeah, finally, yeah.
What?
Yeah, I know. It's a good loot that they are getting. So.
Yeah. It is definitely going to be a good loot, but that definitely took a while. And his teammates, Archie's teammates, they were coming in, but still they could not take on just one guy who was standing there with a ghillie suit and an AUG. So had they actually stopped right next to Archie, they could have tried and gone for the fight, because the other 2 players from the side of Goodfellas, they were quite far away. But then when you just leave your player to die and you just run away to protect yourself, you just ignore a situation that could have been recovered. But the good thing is, the fact that I'm happy about it is, at least they decided to make for a safer play. could not work out for them in the future, but only time will tell us that, as Exodus Kusley with that Mini 14 is going to spot the car going in the water. And when that happens, you are pretty sure that there is a player there. Shadow, the random shots, managing to connect.
Oh! That was in sync. That was a good thing in sync out there. With an AWM in the airdrop, we saw what Car 19 can do. We want to see what AWM can also do out in this one. But this is an incredible circle. Interesting one, ladies and gentlemen. One more shot coming in, but then this one does not go for it. One more shot, and the Car 98 works it. As with just one pixel, they take one out as well for themselves. Milta, a good area to fight, but then they have to move outside in a while, in less than 30 seconds, 300 meters to travel. What's gonna happen? Energy drinks are coming in, and look at this, look at this, look at this. World squad, one shot, one more shot, it can take the person's HP to 20, and after that, that's gonna be something. But then MT has moved in forward, Connect with his M4, with his DP. What's gonna happen? As they know that the players are out here, 3 players, Punisher, 4th player outside. What's gonna happen? Weapon is taking the TPP. Look at Punisher. Punisher is still surviving. He is on the right. Connect does not spot him. He is on the right, inside the smoke. Connect is not shooting, still not shooting. Connect just moved right in front of him. What just happened out there? Weapon is still trying to survive, trying to take the TPP, trying to spot the players if he can. He has his backup with him. Grenade takes down Punisher in through the smoke right now. Punisher will be bleeding in, but then Bugatti moves in, takes down one player as well. Weapon still surviving, takes down one from the other side as well. Reed is moving in forward, has 3 players in the proximity, one in the shack, one in the compound, one in the houses, and Reed has been taken down as well. FPP switch by Finn. Will it change something? I don't think so. Yes, it does, but on the other hand, 1 HP survival. It's Batman out there. 1v1 left. Connect and Batman. Who's gonna spot whom? 1v1 situation. This is intense. One wrong shot can just change everything. Both have the same amount of health right now for themselves. But then it's Batman who does it on 10 HP for the team. That was impressive. Now he needs to give revive to just 3 people.
Yeah, it is always Batman. I mean, the man works alone, and he has been incredible today in today's performances. But on the other side, Dream Team, they are going to catch a few of the players passing by off guard, but the DP shots do connect. The damage was not there, not enough at least to knock down anyone. But on the other side, now the watchtower location has been given away, so you need to be careful because the teams from behind are going to move in. Talking about people moving in, Team Gravity, they are going to go in on the players from Andromeda. The nades being cooked by Octus. He is going for another one. And Andromeda, they are grouped up in that one house on the ground floor, so if one good nade can land there, it is going to spell so much trouble. Octus, he's going to spot out one, but takes some damage in return. The nade has been thrown. Will it dish out the damage, or is that one going to be a waste as well? I think that was just another bad nade coming in. And Andromeda, they have the man advantage, but do they know that?
Grenade.
Oh,
takes down Junior. Incredible grenade was out there. Brar is also down. Can Team Gravity move in? They need to charge in right now. Look at this. Team Gravity wants that fight. Look at Hakaisu just moving in forward. Takes down one for him as well. It's just one person remaining. What's gonna happen? Just one single person, single soul surviving out there. Hakaisu has been taken out. 1v1 fight, but then Octus is still surviving. Junior, one player. Junior is no more out in the equation as Andromeda exits the stage on 13th.
Yeah, 4 versus 3 situation turned into a 2 versus 3 situation in an instant with a nade. That is how utilities are used to be supposed to be used. That is what utilities are for, to turn things around, and that is exactly what Team Gravity did over there. But once again, the zone is gonna move to the northern part of this of the previous circle, and it is gonna be an open zone. So a lot of proning is going to be required, but with that, the Groza in those ranges is just going to be incredible. Groza, level 3 armor, level 3 helmet. You can renew your protection, you can renew your armors. But Exodus, the last player surviving, he's going to be caught off guard by the players from the side of GoodFellows. The nade being cooked by Grimmy. Is this going to be a perfect one? It looks like it, but Zaraki, he is just standing there. No damage being done. Zaraki is going to go with a peek, but Grimmy takes a lot of damage in return. Zaraki is still there with 60% health on him, and Botnik on the other side, the nade being cooked. The heal is going to happen on the other player from side of GoodFellows. Another nade coming in. Zardai. He is right behind that car, the player from the side of Exodus, and this one actually connects. It is perfect. Bullseye. And that is going to be Exodus exiting the game quite early on. Down to 10 teams in this
even
one.
the previous grenade was good, but it was totally undercooked. So you could, just get the location of where the grenade was just landing, and that would have been just changing everything. But look at this, Wolf Squad's players have a higher ground, and Pain Maga, he's trying to spot the player, but all he should be knowing is that there's one player right next to him in his proximity on his left. Can he spot him? Wolf Squad, for the first time I'm seeing these three players all together. Can they take the fight? Meow is on low HP right now. Pain's players are also low HP. They are bleeding out as Sotko is going to go and take one kill for himself. And yes, he does. He has a kill. Look at this. 10 teams alive. 22 players surviving. One from Cast, one from Pain, one from Black Team. Which team is going to be the end one? Which team is going to be out there that is going to, just survive till the end? That's one question. Will it be a team that has one player, or will it be a team that has three players like Team Gravity or Imperial? They are dominating the kill feed right now. Imperial's Ray on your screen. They have taken down one player with K9. And look at that. Shadow just goes down. He was not even moving in water. Gives a free kill. Imperial Ray is dominating right now. What's going to happen? Look at this. 1 HP on Botnik. He needs to heal, and yes, he's going for it. And once again, Kaza's players not giving their location, and Pain Maga just trying to spot the players. One solo survivor. One kill can make a lot of difference. Will he go for it? He should be on his left. He spots one, takes a headshot, takes him down. Kaz gets eliminated as a suppressed AKS does the job. Now Mysterious, Pain, and Black Team are the teams with the solo survivor. TG Sibo. Black Team also gets eliminated as I was speaking, as TG Sibo just comes into the equation. Team Gravity is taking a lot of kills for themselves. 8 kills for the team, 1 for Hakaisu, but then rest of the kills are being distributed between Octus and Sabo.
Yeah, the rest of the kills are still being there, and Gravity is still standing strong with 8 kills, but Imperial GG is competing with them. Zeus, they are going to be in trouble on this one because they are just sitting there with 2 players alive and down to the top 8. 16 people in this game, as Imperial Weapon is just going to make sure that Mysterious is taken out. Down to the top 7. Pain Gaming with just 1 player surviving. 2 kills, so not enough points accumulated for them round. They need to survive a little bit longer to make sure that this game is going to be worth it. But Dream Team, is this going to be it? Is this going to be the end? Octus, he has been spotted out by Prince, but Prince is going to be traded out as Hakayesu goes in. The last player, he is in the watchtower. Prince is going to be finished off by Saber, who just drives on him. Dream Team, they are going in towards the player remaining from the side of Zeus. The house was right there, so the player should have heard him, but still being careful, not moving at all. On the other side, Imperial Weapon, he is going to spot out Negaroy from the side of Dream Team and shoots in the wrong direction, but now finally spotting out the player yet again and is going to do a lot of damage. Stops right before the knock comes in, so Negaroy is still going to be there, but I think the knock is going to come in a couple of seconds as Zeus Abile is going to drop Sabo from TG.
Oh my god, this is just going impressive. 6 teams remaining, ladies and gentlemen. Final game of the day. 13 players alive. Which team is gonna reign supreme as we are moving slowly and steadily close to the final circle? GoodFellows still outside the zone right now, taking a zone fight. As you could see, the blue marker around their name, and Zeus still surviving. Will it be ZeusEsports' game? I mean, they have 2 players, but all they have is the best chance of fighting. TG Akasu, one more shot, and he has been dropped down by Batman, the guy who goes solo YOLO. That is the thing that he is going for. Cebu with that AUG. What's gonna happen out here as one player, Abely, from ZeusEsports is out there. Grenade from Smoker that can just do a lot of damage. The vehicle gets blasted, but then that only gives an adequate cover right now. What's gonna happen? World Squad player Meow just goes down. ZeusEsports gets eliminated as TG Sibo was out there. Botnik actually goes out there. World Squad also gets eliminated. 4 teams remaining, 7 players alive. Sibo also goes down. Team Gravity is being pulled apart right now by Batman. What is happening as this guy with 5 kills, can he make it to a good number as we still have 6 players alive? Dream Team gets eliminated. 3 teams remaining through the smoke. Can he spot someone? I think he can. Grenade right up front. There's a grenade. Retaliate, and that's a good thing that he did. 2 players remaining, 2 teams remaining out there. Batman moving in forward. Team Gravity, will it be their game? 1 person, 1v3. He has spotted Batman, but I think the numbers advantage is on the hands of Imperial. They can have a chicken dinner. On the other hand, Team Gravity, one solo surviving the buggy blast. If the buggy blast happens, it just drops it down to 10 HP. Batman as well. Does he have a nade? One grenade can change anything, but from the other side gets an adequate cover, and Imperial GG. GG's to them.
They had 14 kills in the end, and 34-point play coming in from this team. Batman sitting on 6, Ray sitting on 5 kills for himself. So Imperial GG. That was an amazing performance. Even in the last Erangel, they put up amazing numbers for themselves. And this team has just put the pedal to the metal, and now there is I don't know what's it. Well, I think Famous is the only squad that can stop them this time.
Yeah, but I would want to see like Team Gravity. They just stood there on the second position, and they had 10 impressive kills. Like, talking about the kills, that was their number. But the major factor that I want to discuss about is, from here, where are they gonna go in the overall standings? But then I mean, I think we know who is gonna be the person that outshines. If it's not Batman, obviously who else is it gonna be?
Do you think after he kills his opponents, he just turns the all mic on and just goes, "I'm Batman"?
I'm Batman.
Yeah.
I mean, all right, Nolan, please, Christopher Nolan, if you're just watching the stream, please sign me for spin-off or something. I don't like DC though, but still, please.
What? All
I'm
right,
a Marvel fan.
that's a conversation for another time. But
I'm a Marvel fan.
Let's talk about this guy, Imperial GG's Batman, not the DC one. 6 kills, 861 damage, 6 kilometers traveled, and 23 minutes survival time. So amazing numbers and amazing performance. Even in that last fight, after taking the damage, what's the first thing he does? Heals up.
I mean, yeah,
And he had a lot of bandages, but he uses the first aid.
I mean, see, if it works, it works out there. And that was just impressive. But then Batman had his impact. Let's see who are all other 4 players that can have their names, because no one is close to Batman. He has 6 kills. But then Imperial's Race, the same from the same team, is out there with 5. And Dream Team's Nagroni is out there with the 4. Sibo with 4, and Botnik with from Goodfellows with 4 as well on his bank. So this was a good particular game with the players in your mind. If you want to think about it, I think the players actually did impressive work for themselves.
Yeah, the players put up an amazing performance, and after we see the standings for this game, we are going to move forward and see the overall standings as well, and see how the points from here are going to affect the standings of the teams in there. Because Imperial GG, they are going to, I think, make it into the top 4. And here are the standings for this game. Imperial GG on the first position, Team Gravity on the second, Goodfellows on the third, Dream Team on the 4th position, ZeusEsports on the 5th, Wolf Squad on the 6th spot, Pain Gaming take the 7th position for now, and BlackTeam MGL on the 8th position.
Yeah, as of now, these were the top 8, but then from 9 to 16, you can see Mysterious, AMT, Good Boys, Exodus, Vengeance. This time, once again, had a fight that they could not take. Haas was out there, Andromeda and Rogue Nation was the first team in the surprising events that they got eliminated. But so far, I mean, Vengeance had one good game out of 3. That was a decent game that they kind of played, but then they need more good games if they want to stay in the top 24. But apart from that, I think Imperial did amazing, TG did amazing, Goodfellows did really amazing in this one, if anything. But then ZeusEsports is also going to be one of the teams that I would want to see where they stand in the overalls, because these were the standings from this game. But then when you keep on adding each and every game, it's going to be ups and downs and plus minuses. So we'll have to see which team gets a plus and which gets a minus in the overall standings.
Yeah, definitely. That is going to be important, and we have them with us. So let's have a look and see how the other teams are doing. Because Famous is going to be first, NoChance is going to be second. And as I said, Imperial GG, they climbed up to the 3rd position. And I think they are pretty much going to be safe after this one. Team Gravity, the same goes for them as well. 122 points on the 4th. WatchMyGP is going to drop down to the 5th spot. ZeusEsports, not much changing, still in the top 8 on the 6th position. Pain Gaming, they are in the 7th position as well, so not much going to change for them as well. And 8th position is going to be taken by LordNepal, a team that is just in the top 8 based on their performance on the first day. LordNepal played an amazing matches, but from the next game onwards, the performance has sort of dropped down. But moving on to the next set of the second quarter, WMGxCloud on the 9th, No Mercy on the 10th spot, Good Boys on the 11th. MT is going to be the 12th team. Wolf Squad on the 13th position. Savage is going to be on the 14th position. Dream Team on the 15th. Mysterios is going to drop down to the 16th. Moving on to the third quarter, this is where the interesting teams are. Andromeda dropped down to the 17th. Exodus on the 18th. 4 Angry 19th. NoChance 20th. Swanky Gaming on the 21st. And these three teams were not even playing today. GoodFellows, they were playing 22nd. BlackTeam MGL playing today as well, 23rd. WayToConq not played a single game today, 24th position for now. So when WayToConq actually come out and play, they are going to have the opportunity to climb up again. But moving on to the last quarter of the standings, let's see and have a look at the teams that are in that danger zone. It's going to be Rogue Nation 25th, Zero Death on the 26th, Team SYG on the 27th, Vengeance, they climbed up, they dropped back down on the 28th position for now. Cast, they are going to be on the 29th spot, Team Harsh on the 30th, and Friendly Fire on the 31st spot.
Yeah, as of now, like the thing is, Famous was never phased out of their first position, no matter what. Like, no team has had the same domination as of now, and that's one thing that just is making me think what is gonna happen when they are gonna come back once again, like tomorrow or something, like, because the team has a fight in them, they have that fighting spirit, and they just go with it. They just go. You give M249 to Marvel, he just goes. You give any gun to Mara, and it's just bodies lying out there. So like that's amazing. But then after this game, we'll be having some shuffle. We had some shuffle in the positions, and so is gonna happen in kill leaders as well, I think. So Amara is sitting out there with 26 for themselves. Godless is out there. Marvel is out there. Batman is reaching out in the numbers as he has 3,826 damage for himself. And then Octus from Team Gravity is making an impact with 18 kills as well. So 26, 22, 19, 18, and 18 per person out on a screen, ladies and gentlemen. And from talking about 6 to 10th, there's not much of a drop as it starts from 18, ends at 15. 18 for Avely, 17 for Choconut, 17 for Pain Glack, and then Husle is out there on 17 as well, and WMGYT is out there with 15 kills. I mean, players have a chance, they have a fight, they just show it when it just comes in.
Yeah, they show it, and these players have been pretty aggressive with the way they played their games today. So that and more is yet to come, because we have 2 more days to go. 8 games remaining, 4 games per team. We are done for today, but we'll be back tomorrow same time. My name is Warren Super Johnny John, that is Ocean Sharma, and if you guys liked our casting, you can follow us on our social medias. We'll be signing off for now. You guys take care and good night.